me now. Hear me now.
I know.
Hear me now.
One of these days we should practice trying to put in our own little words while it plays.
You just want to try to time it based on me telling you it's going?
Yeah.
You guys are to me right now.
One of these days you should try and entice us with a game of the quiet game.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Just for as long as you can hold it, just being quiet. Ooh.
I know.
If we want to go there.
Give us a nice little reward if we do it.
Hello, everybody. My name is Uncommon. Definitely birth name. Welcome to Uncommon Gaming. I'm joined by the 6 sexiest players in Dungeons and Dragons. Everybody.
Five.
No.
You're
In
counting
spirit.
yourself.
In
I thought you were
spirit.
counting yourself today.
He's still
Are
here.
you joined in spirit? I don't know if he gives a care around us right now. He's pretty busy with work.
If I were to suddenly say the 5 sexiest players in D&D, that would automatically put him 6th. And I can't let you know the actual ranking.
Would it though? Because just because he's
now
not
in
here
rank,
doesn't
who
mean
is sexiest? Top 6.
It's ranked now. That's a scary thought.
You
He
are
has
the top.
Wait, explain this. You have ranked us?
I think he has.
Okay,
That is-
okay. Listen here, number 2.
Can you
need to put
attach
your...
our character? Can you attach our character emotes to,
Oh my God.
to bits?
to bits.
Wait.
Like
Can
you
I
know
do
how bits have emotes?
I have... Do they now? Can I...
Well, I always get to choose. You can be a corgi or a unicorn or
Those might be Twitch level, but I'll look into it.
I think we can figure out who the first two sexiest are based off of whose character emotes are available on the stream.
That's a fair point.
I am definitely not one of those top 2.
No. I'm like at the bottom. Let's be real.
I thought that the emotes would continue to climb in number as I got more subscribers. What we have on this channel, I have the subscriber requirement is equal to the partner client, the average viewer requirement. But we just don't. We gotta get those average viewers. I've said that a few times before, haven't I? But I did think the emotes would continue to go up, and we got to 5, and they're just like, "Hey, that's enough for you. Stop there."
No.
That's cool.
We just need to sacrifice Spoopy.
Look, give me another 5 years. We'll make partner.
It won't take that long.
But I am prepared for it too.
We just need to suck a dick of someone bigger than us.
That's not how I'm gonna get partnered.
Please, someone sniff that part though.
Isolate that audio. We'll make it an emote
Yeah.
in the Discord.
Can that be an emote in the Discord?
No, it's. I mean, I could probably do like exclamation point.
I mean, I would
Connor
love it if it was
says-
every time someone gets a sub that pops up.
and that's how we stay affiliated.
Oh my god, that. I think that's how you get banned. I could be wrong.
No, I've heard some pretty bad, like, although those guys are just affiliates, they're not partners.
You made Spoopy cry.
That's right. Very emotional. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Hi. Today we are not joined by Shelt. He is unfortunately, because of the way of the world right now and the crazy things going on, he's gone to work today. So, love out to him. He's doing very important work out there.
He's essential.
He is essential. And to all the other essential employees out there who are still working, I know we have some transportation. Actually, we have a lot of transportation specialists, I'll call them, in this channel, whether it's driving or phone. Thank you for doing your part. That being said, you are here for the 25th episode of Delving in Deep. This is our, what do we call it, like a quarter centennial?
Hold on, I got this. 25 anniversary.
Is that when you guys get me a diamond ring?
No.
No.
That's I think 100.
Diamonds are 60th anniversary.
Oh.
So episode 60, we gotta all pitch in. 5K
Silver.
diamond.
It's a sterling silver episode, guys.
Oh.
So we're gonna give you a sterling silver ring.
Also, I found out that, so because the Queen has been around for such a long time, they haven't ever had a 70th before. 70 is platinum.
Ooh, fancy.
Interesting. She's
Wait,
kicking.
why does platinum come before gold?
Platinum
Or
comes
is
after
gold?
gold.
Oh wait, gold is 50. Gold is 50.
Hey, Cranky
It goes-
kicking off with 250 bits. So, numbers,
Gold, diamond, and then platinum. now.
episodes. Look, we're not hitting the 300s yet. Those are rookie numbers. Let's crank them up. We're gonna end this episode now. We'll be right back with episode 26 in 3 minutes. Hope you enjoyed that role playing session. All right, so Delving in Deep is a game where we sit around, we play Dungeons and Dragons, we spend some time developing story and backgrounds and gods and characters and stories and scenarios, and we are given the power to the audience, often to my regret, to influence the story. Which
To a lot of our regret.
I love it. I don't know what any of you are talking about.
Sometimes my regret, other times my joy. Gets me out of bad planning. Sadra, thank you for 250 bits. We appreciate it. I'm playing with the mic today. This is what we're doing today.
I didn't realize I was your joy. So dumb.
All right.
I broke Trevor.
So, last time on Delving in Deep, episode 24, we take you back to a world where the party was exploring Dominimus Island. Dominimus Island under some kind of magical force that causes people to party to the extremes, causing injuries, fatigue, and keeping them from repairing their tiny island. The tiny island that was overtaken by a tsunami due to recent events in the world, causing lots of, I would say, catastrophic chaos. And on this day that they explored Dominimus, they split the party, which means that we're going to play half the party for half the session, while the other one sits there twiddling their thumbs, and you did this to yourself, not me.
I'm sorry. Actually, no, you did this to me.
Yeah, yeah, she did.
I mean, we could have waited for 4
did.
days.
Yeah. You
Oh,
could have,
we-
yeah.
We couldn't have waited 4 days for Steven.
You could have waited 4 days.
Oh, Steven.
She-
See, but I
Choices.
had
4
no
days
choice.
is a long time to
And
wait
plus-
if you've got goods that are being fenced by assholes.
And
I
technically
feel like
we
I
did.
feel like
that.
Kia and me are safe on the boat while the boats that
No,
I don't see
we're
go flying
not.
past.
I do believe you forgot the
No, they're
last
going
sec-
past us.
Oh yeah, you guys get all the fun.
Yeah, they seem to be going to land hunting for the magic man.
We'll tell the story
It's not
directly
what I'm
rather
talking
than referencing
Yeah.
it. So,
Aw.
4 members of the party decided to travel deeper into Dominimus Island. There are some refugees that are trying to get farther and farther away from the more populated areas in hopes that when the morning comes and the partying starts again, there's less destructive things. Some of them make it. It's a strenuous journey, especially after all the damage and exhaustion that they cause to their bodies throughout the day. But about 8 hours travel away is a small camp, and that's where the 4 members of the party, it was Nox, Joy, Kester, and Shelt, arrived at as the sun began to rise. As the sun began to rise at the shore, Jabo and Kia watched as... I guess one of you watched.
One,
One
yeah.
of you.
Me, yeah.
Kia
Hallucinatory banana.
eating a banana that happened to reveal invisible creatures. Invisible things. Anything invisible. Saw an entirely invisible moving fleet moving through past the island. And it was the flag of Inlo. Inlo and the Mage Hunters. So there is a Mage Hunter fleet circling Dominimus for an unknown reason at this time.
Magic.
So that's where we're going to pick up today's story. We're going to start with Kia and Jabo. As Kia, you watch the...
Detect magic. Just to make sure I'm not going crazy fucking just detecting that magic. Just
Wait, you're is that an
Rachel's
it's
your
at
divine.
will. Yeah,
Okay,
mine's at
okay.
will. It's innate.
So you say a few words, and on top of seeing invisible things in this gray and dark tone, they suddenly begin to illuminate with magical orbs.
Well, Jabo, let's be glad that we didn't go with them.
go with the party? Why? It doesn't illuminate for me, right?
It does not.
Double check.
You have not seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
There are mage hunters from Inlo here on ship. Going that way.
Where?
Bit of there. They're invisible.
Oh, I didn't know you could see invisible things. That's
I
a wonderful gift.
normally I can't, but that banana I ate.
I continue to like talk to her in that such fashion, but I go over there and check her for her vitals.
Okay, give me a medicine check.
I think she's dead.
It's a weird fever dream you're
Are
having.
you gonna?
Oh,
Are you gonna
God.
roll? Are you gonna roll?
Okay. With that 8 medicine check, her pulse is high, her eyes are dilated.
Yeah. Good thing we didn't go with him. Yeah.
Yeah. No, Jabo, you don't understand. I figured the banana was making me hallucinate. I used detect magic. They are there. They are glowing. They exist. They are.
Sure they do. I'm glad we're not with them.
Let's follow them.
Well,
Like,
I guess
I
we should
tried
just
to-
stay hidden then, right?
So,
It is too bad that bird already left.
so Casey, I technically have a form of sleep paralysis, right?
It
Oh wait, I forgot
did
about that.
resolve itself. You're
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
yeah. I may get up and I'm gonna go to the fucking wheel.
You're not good. What are you doing, Kia?
Yeah, we need to intercept them.
Intercept. The boats?
The
Okay,
bo-
even if the boats are real, do you really want to run into them?
We follow from behind. They might not notice. They think they're not seen.
The rest of you shut up.
Okay. I'll play along.
Okay, kid. So you raise the anchor and you take the helm.
Yep. Oh,
We can't get too close to the island, though. Remember
Does the
that.
pixie
know,
let
I know.
her?
Yeah, does the pixie let me?
This is a great plan.
I don't know
I'm
why.
just gonna like pet the wheel, and they pet the wheel and be like, "Okay, Pixie,
She locked
please help
everything
me.
down.
Please help me out here.
It started to unlock a little bit.
Can you follow those ships there?"
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh, I'd say be a disadvantage. Oh, I love having a +9.
Jabo, are you helping? The sails are still furled up, and
Only if she commands it, and I don't tell her anything like that. I just like, yep, sure, whatever.
The ships.
like you walk
Jabo.
to the helm, and there is a lot of ship prep work to do to move this thing.
Jabo, I need assistance. I can't do this alone.
Oh, what do you want me to do?
Anchor, sails, unfurl. Just we need to get moving.
Okay, I slowly, chalantly do it all.
Okay. All right. Kia, the invisibility detection is worn off. As
I'm
you look, though,
making
you
that
can still
magic
see.
up, though.
Yeah, you still see the
Yeah.
auras of illusion for the next 8 minutes or so, and you also see the waves being pushed around by this unseen force. And Jabo gets the sails and the anchor, and they are still they're done passing you, but they're not too far away, and they're heading down the shoreline.
Jabo, look at the water over there. See, that's not normal.
That is weird. I wonder if there's some whales underneath swimming about.
There's ships, Jabo.
Do you want me to roll a perception?
If you'd like to really
Yeah,
look at it.
yeah, just because it's probably bigger than an actual whale, I assume that it's at least caught my attention a little bit.
Yeah.
Just try not to panic.
With an 11, it's hard to tell. Yeah, especially because you're not. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Kia. Yep. It's ships. We're just gonna chase those pods. I mean ships over there, right?
Yes, we're going to follow it at a safe distance. We're not going to engage. We're just gonna.
Oh,
Yes,
smart
follow.
move. I see.
Go ahead and
You'll be
give
captain in no time.
me a water vehicles check.
Oh, this is making me mad.
Hey, Sadra, thank you for the sub. A gift sub, 31 gift subs to the channel.
Okay, that's
Monster.
a fucking disadvantage.
Okay. You pull the ship out, and it takes a moment to kind of work out the rust. It's been a while since you piloted and pulled it away with just one other crew member, and you pull it around, and you begin to follow at safe distance. A couple minutes go by and you find yourself a couple 100 yards away from the moving water, the wakes ahead of you, going north and east around the island. And then the wakes shift. They stop. They seem to be maneuvering.
Oh, that's do not like. Jabo, you see what it's doing?
Perception check, Jabo?
Yeah, I was
If-
like,
if you'd
should I
like.
make some shit up or should I roll?
It's up to you. If you want to look, you can look. If you don't want to look, you don't have to look. There's nothing definitive. There are waves and wakes.
Yeah, I see what's going on. Yeah, they're just doing like a pivot point and like getting ready to like broadside us, right?
Pixie, prepare yourself.
Give me a persuasion check.
Jeez. Oh no.
We should never have followed.
A concussive blast, followed by several dozen
shit.
concussive blasts, appear from 200 yards away. The boat, the Pixie, begins to rock violently as splinters of wood and debris begin to fly up around you. The boat rocks violently as the smoke in the distance clearly outlines at least a dozen ships, broadside facing the Pixie.
Kia boat!
Oh, now you believe me.
Right, yeah. Who would have thought it though, right?
Me.
If you really, okay, so you really believed yourself.
Yes.
Why
because
were we actually following them? Never mind, we should get out of here.
yes.
Full speed ahead.
Yes.
Where are
Like
you going? You can
Forward.
go. You could try to
Tree.
run away.
Yeah,
you can
run
try
away.
to go out to sea. You can try to go into shore.
out to sea for now, and then come back to shore when it's darker.
Okay.
Because we need to catch up to the party.
Give me another land vehicles check.
Oh no. Please don't.
Or water
fail me
vehicle,
down.
excuse me.
One of those vehicles.
Okay.
Hey, look at that.
That's at an 8.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
You pull away, reacting to the ships. You feel the boat isn't responding as well as it should be. It seems to be taking on water and is already sunk a couple of inches lower. You turn to the left, trying to move farther out to sea, and another round of concussive blasts light the ocean and fly towards the Pixie. The ship is rocked again, violently, several times, as the boat lurches forward and back, as several... It is now taking in water so fast you can tell. What do you do? You are pointed out to sea, but we're dealing with kind of rounds here.
Jabo, buckets. We need buckets water out of the ship. They're blowing holes in my ship.
Yes, on it. And then as I do that, I also scream, "Hey ship, find a way to leak it all back out, like a funnel system."
Give me a persuasion check at disadvantage, please.
Somebody quick, teach that boat how to siphon.
Oh,
Oh
As you look around, you shout at the ship. It seems like the ship is moving. It's in action. It's trying to grow and strengthen and repair, but it's very clear it's not fast enough. The ship is good. It is not Fleet 12v1 good. And as you continue out in the sea, the ship slowing down. Kia, what are you doing? Or what are both of you physically doing? Because you're talking now, but I'm going to give you some kind of physical action.
trying to get the ship as far fucking away as fast as I can.
Okay. J-Bo, what are you doing?
Bucketing like a motherfucker.
Okay, give me an athletics check. Kia, give me another land water vehicles.
Oh.
Hey, Larry. 500. Thank you. Cedric with the 100. I really looked a little bit.
I'm so mad at having disadvantage, guys.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Oh, yeah.
about that.
Okay.
What else do you have wrong with you?
So, J-Bo, you're doing a fantastic job bucketing. You have no stamina issues. You're running down. You're grabbing a bucket. You get down to the bottom level. You grab a bucket. You scoop it. You run up. You dump it. You come back down. The water is 2 feet higher. You bucket. You walk up again. You throw it overboard. You get down. It's 2 feet higher. You are being outpaced incredibly fast. As you get up the third time, the water's starting to peak onto the deck. Another round of concussive blast. The mast is struck. Several cannonballs blasting, 2 of them blasting holes either in
They're
the
keeping everybody on the island, guys. Go back.
I'm trying.
either in the mast
Think we're
cloth
stuck?
or
Think
the
we're
wood
stuck?
itself. And the pixie's motion comes to a stop. It's no longer moving forward. You see the tip begin to dip into the ocean. You are about 300 yards from the beach. The waves crashing around you still, or now violently, as the sink is kind of causing the water itself to... So what do you do?
Submarine mode.
Pixie submarine. That's actually good. Pixie, can you like make a safe covering for us inside of you? Let's go under but not die.
Give me a persuasion check.
It's my best rolls.
You guys are fantastic. Thank you, Cranky. Thank you, Cedric. Again, thank you, Cranky. Again, thank you, Cranky. Again and again.
Did you see his offer?
Oh, did I miss one?
He's matching bits.
Oh,
That's why people are doing it.
you're a monster. Thank you, Cranky. You plead. You feel the pixie attempting to create a canopy. As the boat submerges, another volley, this one clearing the top of the ship. They're having to refocus their aim as you become less and less of a silhouette in the water. The pixie almost entirely submerged. Jaba, what are you doing?
Does it look futile at this point for the buckets?
The buckets, definitely. Absolutely. The ship is lost to buckets.
Yeah, and it's already trying to morph or do its weird shit.
You're seeing it starting to try to create kind of a dome.
I just head back over to run to Kia to make sure that whatever goes down, I keep her up.
Okay.
Like if we, completely capsize or we go sinking or whatever we do, I'm next to her to help her swim to surface.
Okay. And you watch as parts of the ship begin to pull up from itself. The deck ripping itself up as it's trying desperately to create this watertight dome. It's very visible. The ship is morphing above the water level into a dome. And we're going to go back to the other group, and we'll see you guys in a moment.
Sinking from afar on the beachline.
I hope not.
How far can you hear a cannon blast?
Oh,
Oh,
that's a good
pretty
question.
far. Depends on the size of the cannon.
It depends on what type of cannon we're talking about. Also,
We're gonna kick off the other side of this with the 3 of you giving me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh god.
Why is my sheet not opening?
Y'all are fantastic.
Please open. Please
This is great.
open.
Must
Why
have
aren't
it
you
set
opening?
to always roll on advantage.
God damn it.
It's party time,
All
guys.
right. The sun comes up and you see the camp ahead of you. Everybody kind of waking up, mulling around as distant thuds echo through the valley, coming an untold distance away. And it's rhythmic. And each of you feel the need to dance. Each of you find the soul in you, and you begin to continue its dull rhythm. You're humming, you're dancing, you're strutting, you're making your way to the group of people. You're trying to congregate, all three of you under the spell of Demenimo, as you begin to strut and dance. You're dropping your packs. Anything that was in a rucksack would have fallen to the ground. Anything in your pouches is fine. But you drop your rucksack so you can strut wider. So you can dance like your life depended on it.
What's the difference? Like
Go ahead.
rucksack is the one on your back?
So you're going to have pouches that contain gold or maybe your spell book or your weapons
like,
are all fine. But
The one that I keep on my hip is a pouch.
Right, but anything like it would be like a backpack, a big backpack with most of your supplies. This would be kind of like your rations, your sleeping gear, your explorer's kit, those things.
Okay.
You decide
Good stuff.
what you keep, because you would keep your more important things closer to you. You would keep your day-to-day survival stuff in a bag. And you make your way into the camp, and most of the people have also fallen under the spell, and they're pulling out wineskins and barrels of wine from somewhere, mead and meats and cheeses, and go ahead and give me a Constitution save throw for the day.
I get it. Not bad.
Okay.
Mm,
All right.
this isn't going to be good.
So Kester, Kester and Nox, you're fine. As the day progresses, and you have your hand raised.
No.
Oh, you're just blocking the sun. Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. That's
I
fine.
don't have any blinds.
So cannons can be reported to be heard up to 10 miles away.
Okay. They at 8 hours they wouldn't have heard them. But we'll go with distant thud. A good echo. Each of you describe to me how in this camp you would have found your party. How would you have gotten down? There's going to be music, there's going to be bonfires, food, alcohol, gambling, dancing competitions, sporting competitions, athletic events, ring toss, beanbag toss. You don't know where all these things come from because apparently they came here to get away from it, but there's party implements everywhere. How would you, Nox, get your party on?
Mead.
Okay. You spend your day drowning yourself in mead, and it's flowing. Every time you're
If they have any competitions, Nox would go for a competition.
hammer toss.
No.
Okay. Log toss.
I mean like drinking competitions.
Okay. Drinking competitions.
Beer toss.
Beer pong.
Beer pong. Beer toss. I like it.
Throw the barrels.
Yeah, that's where you find yourself. Anytime your mug is more than half empty, it's filled by somebody passing by, another partier of Dominimos Island. You are intoxicated in the first hour. You don't know how you survive the day, but when the sun comes down,
Probably my dwarven constitution.
it's been pushed to its limit. Joy, how would your character succumb?
I would play my flute and probably dance all Lindsay Sterling style.
Okay. All right. You give way to that as give me a performance check. As the day unfolds before you, you begin to play at sunrise. And you play the flute and you dance
Terribly.
for 12 hours.
Oh.
Your fingers are bleeding at the 3-hour mark. You keep going. Your socks begin to fill with blood at the 4-hour mark, and you dance. 1 point of exhaustion as you create massive blisters on your feet and your fingers as you play the flute, and it comes to you all at once, crashing down as the sun begins to set. Kester, how would you spend?
Drinking and gambling.
All right, go ahead and give me unless you have a game proficiency, just give me a straight dexterity or wisdom.
I don't have any of those. So you said Dex or Wisdom?
Mhm.
Dex it is. That's a saving throw. I want to check.
Just a
I
straight
guess it's the
dex.
same.
All
15.
right. You come out the end of the day with an additional 15 silver.
I made money off 0 money. I'm
Nice.
kind of scared how I did that.
You drank heavily, but your focus was the gambling most of the day. Nox, you are going to feel this next day. No points of exhaustion. Your dwarven constitution kept you somehow. You are completely and totally blacked out. You come to just long enough to see the darkness close in on you as you pass out at the end of the day. Joy, you are in excruciating pain. As soon as the sun sets, your feet, they're on fire. They're not there. They feel like they've been rubbed to bone nubs. You fall to the ground.
But I'm conscious.
You are conscious, 1 level of exhaustion.
Did I take actual damage?
Actually, really good point. You should take actual damage. Let's go ahead and roll this as 7 points of damage.
Can I see my friends?
You look around and there's a large fire. There's several people also coming to. You do see Nox a few paces away, stumble to the ground, dropping a large mug, and he falls and stumbles over onto his face. You see Kester kind of looking around. He's drunk, but he's not so bad, worse for the wear.
I'm gonna cast Healing Spirit and send a giant glowy bear over to my friend Nox.
Nox, you'll come very, very heavily drunken, but you'll come to consciousness as you feel this healing spirit, this positive energy, not healing any physical wounds, but breathing some energy into you.
And I'll just send it around. It's the chain one.
Mhm.
Swallow it,
Okay.
circle it to people who need it.
As you do that and Nox comes to, people begin to realize what it is and stumble to it one at a time before starting kind of their own triage and sending some of the worst people through it. And then once that's done, I will give that a few minutes. What's everybody doing?
It's a good question. I guess first thing, is Steven among these people?
Give me a perception check.
For Steven. Savon.
Hard to tell. Well, there's about 60 people here, and as you look around the crowd, you don't immediately see them.
Okay. And second question. Relating to, I think it was 2 sessions ago now.
Okay.
You mentioned when you first described the island that there was I think you said it was a dwarf that looked like his party was letting everyone else party, or like his thing was being a bartender. That was his thing.
Mhm.
Would we have memory of such a person there last night?
Give me Give me a history check.
Sure thing.
History gets abused this way, but we need more checks.
10.
There was definitely a dwarf amongst the partiers, but you couldn't place it as familiar or not.
Okay.
So as the healing spirit starts to take effect and people begin to move through it, they start looking for the source of the healing.
I will not make any indication that I created that.
Okay. And after a moment, they'll give up and they'll start to go their own way. You see a couple people start packing up small tents, and look like they're going to continue walking. And a couple people settling into more permanent structures, small shanties made of mud or thatch.
Son. I'm going to stumble to my feet and just sort of start yelling out. Wait, Steven! Steven! Steven!
like the
Oh my
theater
god.
screen.
Oh my god. Oh my
That hurts my head. Steven!
Oh, hey, man. Oh, Nox, hey, you made it out here, dude. You looking, well, I mean, you're looking like me after a banger, man. As you see another dwarf, about your height, a shaggy dwarf, as we called him. Steven walks out from a crowd. He moves through people, pushing him to the side. He looks fine. He's got a light, glaze look in his eye. He's definitely normal Steven, a little bit high, but he's not excessive. He's not hurt. He's not injured. And he goes, "Oh man, you guys, hey,
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 my head hurts a little bit.
I got something for that. 1 second. Hey, and he turns around and he brings forward a jug. He says, all right, hey, water. Start with this, man. You really got to start flushing out that system. You, who didn't know you could put down that much? I think there's at least a dwarf's worth of ale in you and out in a puddle right over there, man. I didn't, like peeing champion. You
I'm
start with
sorry,
that.
I didn't mean. I didn't realize I'd popped the seal until it happened. And man, I haven't drunk like this since I graduated from the. What's the word? What's the word? It's church school. I don't seminary. That's the one.
Oh, hey, that's a cool word, man. I also like making up words, dude. You have some of that water. I'm gonna go check on. Hey, who else is here, man? Oh, hey, Joy.
Hi, Steven. It's good to see you. You got anything for fingers? And I'll show him my bloody fingers.
Oh shit. Oh, I think that's more Joy's lane. Where's? Oh, hey, Joy.
Yeah, I thought so. That's all right. I cast my healing spell and gave it to other people.
That's just like you. Maybe you
Hey-
do it again, but
Hey,
you know.
Steven.
What's up?
What happens if we cast sleep on people before the party starts?
I mean, what happens? What happens if you can't sleep on people, Joy?
Will they sleep or will the party take over? Have you tried it yet?
Joy, I don't know if you know this. I can't cast sleep.
Has anyone else tried it? You seem to be you seem like you're not doing so bad.
Oh yeah, nobody here can like keep it down. They're really just a bit excessive, you know. See, I just kind of been hanging out and you know, doing my thing. It's been great. They're real chill people. I don't think they're doing it of their own free will though, and that's not the Chrolome way, you know.
Hey, Chrolome. Hey.
I knew he'd like that.
I don't
Oh,
know
were you
what to
were
do.
you looking for me? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you things just one thing after another, man.
So what? You're just doing your thing. Are you headed somewhere?
Oh, not particularly. I was gonna turn around. I was really just curious what was going on over here. It got real real crazy, you know, back over there. They said it was maybe more chill over here, and turns out, nope.
Interesting. Hey Knox, we got Steven. What are we doing now? Are we going deeper into solve puzzles, or are we going back and trying to get the hell off of this damn island?
One question, real quick.
Yeah.
No, never mind. Nox is over talking to someone. She's like, "Hey, how are you doing?" There you go, Cranky. Thank you, Cranky.
Give me a charisma roll, please, Nox.
Oh shit.
Kester, what are you doing this whole time?
We were looking for what's his name? Steven, but we failed to find him until everyone else found him. So we'll walk in right as they finish their conversation.
Okay.
Well, we'll find them after that.
You'll walk in, you and Shelt. Okay.
Yeah.
That's right. Shelt's here the whole time, and Shelt Shelt did Shelt things. He probably we'll say he gambled and drank with you, and all right. So
Which is probably why you came out with 15 silver.
I'm very curious how I made. That's what I'm very curious about. Did anyone see what I gambled? Because
You gambled
I
with
had no
Shelt's
money, but I
clearly.
came out with money.
Clearly used Shelt's money.
That makes sense. Yeah, I can see that.
I don't know. Are you any good at pickpocketing?
I don't think so. I'm very concerned because every time I pass out, I wake up with something I didn't actually have when I went to sleep.
Oh, Shelt was drinking with me. He handed you something. I don't remember what, though. I don't remember what, though.
Okay.
At this point, we're only 1 day inland, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You would have to. So you traveled through the night. You have not slept, and it's sleep immediately, or suffer another level of exhaustion.
I'm going to bed.
Probably a good idea.
Where are our packs?
Oh yeah, we should probably
shit.
find those.
I'd like to join as much as the next guy, but I need like a pillow or something.
Yeah, I mean, we could find your packs and just make camp. We need to get back, probably back to everybody else. Where you left Tin Man and your Kia back at the Pixie, huh?
Yeah, Kia was hurting real bad, and she needed to rest.
Oh, that's a shame. Oh, that's horrible. We should get some rest though. You look terrible.
It's not so bad. It
Your-
looks worse than it is.
Your boots are kind of like a puddle of blood.
So it didn't hit that bad after a
what?
while.
What? Joy, come here. Come here, Joy.
I'm gonna
Come
go
here.
hug Knox.
Knox will just like take both your hands.
Joy,
Pat a cake, pat.
feel better, Joy.
I appreciate you, Knox.
Cure wounds.
Go ahead and roll the dice, Joy. You feel the pain subside. You feel your wounds and your blisters heal, pull back. You suddenly start standing up. Well, you had hobbled over to Knox, and you stand up a little
What?
straighter.
What dice?
He's rolling his
I
healing dice.
rolled the dice.
Oh, okay, good.
You were completely healed of your wounds, not your exhaustion, but your wounds, and you stand up a lot straighter. And it's noticed, and the crowd begins to come
Hover
over
around
and
Knox.
start hovering around Knox, and you. Oh hey, I didn't know you were here, Father. Could you spare some? I mean, and it's just a lot of requests. Something they're all non-violent and pushy. But
Hold up. I'll get to you in just.
I will.
Let
ooh,
it all
I
out,
don't know
Knox.
if I
Let
can
it
do
all
that.
out.
You'll do what?
Nothing.
Okay.
I don't know my spell well enough to do that.
Yeah, Knox is just gonna vomit over the side.
Okay.
Somewhere.
Do you help anybody? Because they stay around and they're
You said there's 30 people.
60.
Oh.
I'm sorry. That's about all I got in me for today. I need to sleep before I can help any more people.
Give me a persuasion check, please.
Oh no.
Mm-mm.
They're gonna flay you now.
No, they're not.
I hear dwarf meat is
Hey.
squishy.
Oh,
Had a feeling.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're
Had
going to
a
slide
feeling.
back over to Kia and Jabo for a moment. Taking a step back through time. It's early in the morning. The boat is sinking. The cannonballs, the concussive blasts have not stopped. Wood is splintering or collapsing around you as the water is starting to surge violently in the Pixie. Hey, 19 gift subs, Sadra. Wow, and thank you so much. Holy hell. I don't know how much I can just be like, super thank you. But
Okay.
super thank you.
Can I give the pixie a critical hit?
You can certainly try. So, the waters begin to surge around you. The Pixie has only managed to make the first foot of what is going to be a large dome, and the water's crashing into it and out of it. And it's struggling real hard to form any kind of protective bubble for you, but it's trying as you're now submerged knee deep in water. The boat
If only-
collapsing around you, the water surging in from all directions.
If only someone could cast plant growth or something.
Right?
I think we're getting a good storm, a good proper storm. What's that like, Tacoma? You don't know. I do.
It's sunny here.
It is weird that it's sunny there. All right, sorry. Go ahead.
What can I do? Oh, hey, I'm an idiot.
Are you?
I don't
Maybe.
know.
No, maybe. Darkness wouldn't do shit, actually. Oh. Oh, is there at least one ship within 120 feet?
No.
Yeah? Or no?
No.
No. Damn it. I could have been a dick.
They're definitely outside of 120 feet, but they're more like 180 to 200.
Damn.
You can see them starting to maneuver, and they're starting to surround you on multiple sides. But
Kia, I think this is where we abandoned ship.
Yeah.
I
Pixie,
could always talk to it or whatever, fish it out later or something.
yeah, I was actually going to say that we probably should get to the party anyways. This is not good. So let's jump. I got a plan, at least to piss one of them off. Hopefully.
I don't think we should piss them off.
No, when they're not expecting it. I just
Sure, maybe when we
Yeah.
regroup.
Yeah, when we regroup. So let's get out of here. Like we did before. You can carry me.
Yep.
like,
yeah, I'm gonna...
like the island, J-Bo. Like the island.
okay, so how are we
Oh
doing
yeah,
this?
yeah.
I'll just like sit on your like a
Yeah.
shoulder.
Flashbacks of that time had just come pouring over his eyes. Oh no! All right, I guess we're gonna do this.
Just climb onto J-Bo.
Okay,
Yeah.
you climb on the J-Bo. J-Bo,
Yep.
what are you doing? Kia just starts grabbing on and climbing up your back as you sink into
Oh.
the water.
I'm trying to visualize the whole thing. So is there a way to jump off the ship to get into the water, or are we gonna have to go a different
So-
route? Like,
You are...
is it
There's a
fully domed?
You are... It's not fully domed. I don't think we're getting hailed
There's
too. Okay, here's the situation. Let me paint the picture. You are... She went out to sea. She went away from the island. So you're a good 200, 250 yards from the shore, depending on how the current pulls you in. You have ships, so that the shore's to your right. The ships are straight ahead and starting to surround you. You would have to wade through the sinking ship as the torrent of water is collapsing in on you, and then jump off. Swim, sink, walk, however you take it from there. You have 200 to 250 yards to cover. They have definitely taken interest in you. They are coming your way. They have definitely seen the ship begin to transform of its own free will. These are mage hunters. However you handle this, I leave in your two capable hands.
Okay. So as long as she is on me, I don't know how. For as long as we can stay underwater, and I might press it a little bit past what she normally can handle, such I don't need to breathe.
Okay.
But we can always bring her back to the water, resuscitate type of thing. Every round, I will be using the Zephyr Strike to add a bonus movement. So that would be up to 4 rounds, because I can't use level 2 for Zephyr Strike.
All right, let me go ahead and double check some things. Let me pull your character sheet up since we're about to get very numbers oriented.
Basically, I'll be able to go 60, and if I get to use my action 2, I'll be able to go 90, which I assume will be completely halved because she's on.
Well, halved because you're underwater.
Oh, right.
Further
don't know
halved
that
because
much.
you're carrying somebody.
Yeah.
It's a very tough thing that you're attempting. But Kia already moves at half movement, right?
Yes.
Okay, so your half and then half is the same as her trying to do it alone. Hello there, Mad Kaiser. 10 gift
Wow.
subs. Thank you so much. 45 and
I'm Kaiser,
Total.
this is so wrecked.
you guys are beautiful, and I'm so hope you're enjoying the show. So taking a quick look, Kia, you have a 15 Constitution, which means you can survive 3 minutes underwater. After 3 minutes,
Okay.
you start going into round after round saving throws. Jabo,
3 minutes is a long time.
it is a long time, and the math might just work out. You have Zephyr Strike. It says you move like the wind until the spell ends. Your movement doesn't provoke attacks of opportunity. Once before the spell ends, you can give yourself advantage. Blah 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 blah. All right, so
Just using it for the movement.
wait. Where does it say? Whether you hit or miss, your walking speed increases by 30 feet until the end of the turn. So your normal walking speed is 30, right? You don't have any other bonuses, so we're increased to 60, which means in a dash you're at 120. So your base walking speed per round is 120. We take that, we half it for water to 60. We half it again for carrying Kia to 30. You can go 300 feet per minute. You have 3 minutes. That's going to get you 900 feet. If we're going with 200 yards, that'll do it.
Perfect.
Give me one athletics check, please.
Skills. All right.
Okay. Kia, Jabo takes you in his arms and... Oh, how many times can you cast this? Before I...
4.
4 times. Oh, okay. Let me redo my math.
You can also do it at the second level, Jabo.
I can. It just doesn't show it. Oh, okay. Is that
It
how
just
that
doesn't
works?
level. So, like,
7.
you don't get anything extra from casting it at the second
Okay,
level.
it didn't even show
Shit.
up on the second level for me like it does for this.
Okay,
other
so you
stuff,
don't actually
I
don't have
didn't
enough
know.
Zephyr Strikes for the whole trip. You have enough Zephyr Strikes for the first
Well,
210 feet.
I have total of 7 of them if I can use 7 level.
Right,
second
so
level.
seven rounds of
Okay.
30 feet. And then the remainder rounds are... So 7 rounds of 30 feet, the remaining rounds are 15 feet. So let me do quick math. We're just going to say... it's yards to feet. Because, for now, data matters. So we're going with 600 feet is where you need to get to. You have 7 times 30. You make it 210. You need to make it essentially that distance again twice over. There's a minute down. You get another 2 minutes in. You are 200 yards away. Okay, so you're 200 yards away. You get into the water, and you start pushing. Kia, you're on his back, and he's moving through the water super fast for the first minute and change. He's moving as if he's on land. You're not sure how he's doing it. And at about the minute mark, Jabo begins to slow down. He's pushing through about as fast as you could probably walk on your own. But you start to run out of air. 3 minutes. You're almost at the 3-minute mark, and you are having a hard time holding your breath. Your vision is starting to go black on the edges. You have just a couple of rounds before you find yourself unconscious. What do you do?
I'll, like, smack on his shoulder to go up.
Yeah, I'll of course go up.
Okay. So you surface to the
Breach.
air. You breach. In this
For the
moment,
required amount for her to go.
absolutely. And we'll just say around. But both of you give me a perception check. As you surface momentarily, the water in your eyes splashing around.
Yay. More disadvantage. Oh, hey. My eyes
Well.
were...
Okay. You see that the boats have surrounded the Pixie, or about halfway surrounded the Pixie. You are outside of their... You're on the outside of their perimeter. You don't think anybody saw you in this moment as you submerge back into the water. For the next 3 minutes, you make it... It was approximately... Yeah, no, you make it the rest of the way. Jabo, you push through the water again. You're slogging through. Nothing in here in the water that's particularly going to fuck with you, but you get to the shore. You have the option of, based on the timing before, you got give or take a minute. You could go up the dock or onto the beach.
I mean, we're fucked either way.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the beach because at least with the dock it's rickety. We might get screwed.
Yeah.
So you push a little deeper into the beach. You start to come up out of the water. You get that first breath of air, and I need each of you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Hey, at least I have it at regular.
Hey.
Jabo,
Jabo-
hold on to me.
You're fine. You feel it try to push into your mind, and then Kia begins to wiggle. She begins to shake and shimmy, and it's very slow. It's not full of energy. Her body is definitely exhausted and unable to fully party, but you can tell she's trying to party.
Jabo, I want to dance. Come dance with me.
I understand. The entire time she's dancing, I'm going to assist her any way possible where she would be getting tired, like let's say on her feet. I'd be holding her up a little bit while she has her feet flail. Whenever her arms seem to get a little bit sore, I would hold her by the lower parts of her arms and just try to assist her in not hurting herself.
Okay. So what I'll do is, Kia, just go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw at advantage.
So regular.
Regular. Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Can I use an inspiration?
You may. I'll let you have the inspiration.
Okay,
Well, if you need it, because it's a reroll.
yeah, I don't know if I need that. That should be fine.
You tell
maybe.
me.
I'm not gonna use it. I'm gonna hold on to that just in
Okay.
case.
With a 19 and with Jabo's help, the sun goes down. You spend the day how? What's Kia's party thing?
Strip poker. Let's do that this time.
Okay, Jabo, your job just got a lot more difficult. Protecting
Sorry.
somebody in their clothes and their leathers is one thing. Go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw, please, Kia. Just for the wisdom check. Give me a wisdom check.
Wisdom check.
Inspiration for the Pixie and Jabo. On deck.
I actually already have an inspiration that I've been holding on to.
Okay, there we go.
He's also
Give
got a
them
critical.
both to the pixie.
He's also got a critical hit he's been holding on to.
Oh yeah,
we
that's
haven't
like
had
a
a fight.
long time ago.
Yeah, for 4 weeks, you and I have been holding on to a crit.
Damn.
All right, so with that wisdom check, you manage to keep your clothes.
Yes.
You end up with a whole bunch of extra clothes
Yes.
of other people's, and when the sun goes down, you are bundled up like it's winter.
Reverse strip.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves points thrown into the abyss for the first time today. You watch as the sun goes down, and this is the abyss. Your faculties come back to you, Kia. You feel okay. As you don't feel worse, right? Jabo, you've been helping you've been spending all your time 100% focused, and you both take a moment, first time in the day, to look back at the Pixie.
Oh no.
It has been salvaged up, large cranes summoned and dragged to the top. It is in multiple pieces. And they are rigging it now to their individual boats, and they're preparing to take it away.
Kia, I think they knew the boat was special.
I wonder how long they've been following us. They had to have been, right?
I guess. How are you feeling?
Very warm.
Oh, I bet. Get back to your regular clothes. It's gonna be a bit of a trek, but I think I could help us along and try to catch up with the rest of the group.
Yeah, let's do that. I'll take off the extra clothes and put them. I guess we don't have a pack. I'll turn like the biggest piece of clothing into like a makeshift pack to carry around the rest of the clothes.
Okay.
I'm not giving up my trophies.
Yeah, no, you have, we'll call it 4 sets of commoners' clothes in various states of repair and disrepair. I'm just checking my, I have sirens going off outside to make sure I don't have a tornado coming. Nope, thunderstorm. For some reason, we just have alarms for thunderstorms. Cool. All right. And the Pixie gets hauled away. They start pulling it away from de Minimus Island. No longer doing their circling again as they travel to the south and out back to sea. You get your clothes together. The night begins to settle in. What do you do?
Well, I'll climb back onto Jabo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna essentially carry her in and try to track the group.
Okay. Did they tell you where they were going? They said they're going inward,
Inland.
right? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they just said inland, so
Give me a survival check.
I'm just gonna throw this out there as someone who also has a very high survival. I would have left him clues.
does that mean I get an advantage?
No. That's super retroactive. You dare pull that on me.
There might even be some bloody footprints in the ground.
All right, so you managed to find a small group of people, 4, that are leaving town, and they look like they've packed up and they're heading the suspected direction. You can link up with them, follow them at a distance, or continue searching.
I'm gonna follow them. Yeah, I think that's the smartest choice.
Okay, all right. And you set off into the night to Minimus Island, the pixie gone. Fallen away into the sea and drugged back out by Inlo's mage hunters. The second day on de Minimus Island sets against your back, the sun to the proper direction, which is the west. Definitely the west. As you begin a trek through the night, carrying Kia on your shoulder, Kia, we're gonna try to give you a long rest, but I'm gonna need a Constitution check from you to see if you can rest on a moving Jabo. Okay, I'll give you your 1 point of exhaustion back at the end of this long rest, as Jabo carries you through the night.
Like cradling a baby.
Hey, she'll be able to walk by herself again.
Oh, I can't.
She'll move at normal speed. What's that, 2 down now? You only
Yeah,
have 2?
I got 2 down. Yeah.
She has 2 left.
Okay.
Wait, no, I lied. She still won't be able to walk by herself. She'll still be halved. This just means she doesn't make attacks at disadvantage now.
Oh, cool. I can defend myself. Excellent.
And Kia sleeps through the night. You travel with this small group of people. No one talks. They're all kind of zombified, shuffling forward, moving at a slow pace. And as the morning rises and the sun starts to peak again, you see a small encampment off to the side. You see a large encampment off in the distance, but a small encampment off to the side where Kester, Joy, Nox, and Shelt are sleeping very soundly, snoring if they'd prefer, but they are stone cold out. And that's where we're going to take a short break. And we'll be back in 10 minutes. I'm going to hit the Big Daddy BRB button.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Bad Daddy.
Don't you mean bad daddy?
It keeps kicking me in the deck. Why? Why does it keep kicking me in the deck?
Bad Daddy. Not your son. Bad Daddy. Real boy.
boy.
Bad daddy.
It keeps kicking me in the neck. Why does it keep kicking me in the neck?
Bad daddy. Not your son.
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
We took
My-
a long rest. Do I need
My
to
Zoom
change my
crashing
spells?
rearranged the cameras again, Casey.
Might be a good idea.
All right.
You need to change your spells. Is Nox?
Did we?
Nox is gonna
Did you
change his spells.
shuffle on me, you
I'm
bad?
sorry. My Zoom crashed. What can I do about that,
How?
Casey?
Look at that.
How
I'm Nox.
Yeah.
And
Am I still me? I'm still me. This is fine.
Yeah.
It is a little harder to do here in this new setup, but only because there's got to be a better way.
Not saying it's a good idea. The body swap episode where you put everybody in in different spots.
Oh, that'll
Can
help.
we do that?
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah, what you do is when the body swap happens, you go, someone turn off your Zoom, turn it back on. Everybody who is swapped has swapped.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I kind of want that now.
We're not doing that right now. We'll have to wait until we have Kyle, so we have a full party to do so.
So, Spoopy, today, and I saw the question. Today, the way Abyss works, I didn't explain it. I just let you know what you were seeing, is something significant will happen. Some story molding element that you will not immediately see the effect of will happen. And
See, I thought it was just a cleanup of all Casey's mistakes.
that's a good Abyss one. I'm going to use that one day. They need a magical ship that they keep asking for gifts. Take that away. So yes, that is it. There's something that's going to happen that may or may not be of consequence later, depending on the party's actions. I mean, I
Recycle the
personally
puzzle box storyline. Give him a dragon to take away the puzzle box.
that puzzle box is a storyline, but you don't know it. I think it was great because it was Tom, because we talked about it afterwards and we got to have a full discussion. Did you read my short story, Docs?
I did not.
Then
I
you
did.
don't know what happened to the puzzle box.
It was a short story.
Yeah, in the art section, there was one art that was like 10 sentences exactly. Use these
that.
words. That's the short story for the puzzle box.
I'm gonna look at that when we finish this.
Hmm.
I read it, and I read it after you said that, and I still didn't get it.
Yeah, no, I'm with
But I
Jamie. I,
have some
did read
theories.
that. If it was the one that you did for the art project, I
The
did
two
read
characters
that.
in that short story are the puzzle box entity and the dragon.
Okay, that's where I didn't understand it because I didn't realize there was a puzzle box entity.
Yep. Yeah, you know. So, and I only tell you that for me to like come forward, like not all my storylines are bullshit, guys. I do plan things. There is a plan. Okay. So. Oh, the Abyss one has an effect. Yes, it's just it's
Not as
different
much
every.
as
It's
before.
different every time. I mean, yeah.
Sorry.
The big one is big.
It's not always as much.
10,000 points. If I let 10,000 points destroy everything you're trying to do every time you're trying to do it, we'd get nowhere. We could reserve that for the crazy people who watch me all the time and have 40,000 points, and that's good. That price is going to increase.
I just realized Kester lost all his spell books.
What?
Yeah, you did.
I didn't forget about it. I just wasn't going to say anything.
Damn it!
I didn't want to be the
I
bearer
just
of bad
realized
news.
we lost all of Shelt's point. Oh God, Kyle's going to. Kill me.
Oh no.
You lost a magical ship. A magical talking
ship.
ship.
Yeah, but we
What's
didn't
important?
buy that. That
we
didn't.
felt we felt
That's
the
the
pain of
ship.
the magical ship, but guess what? We're gonna go and get her back. The problem is we can't get all of the stuff that was on the ship.
We can get the stuff on the ship
It's
back.
D&D. I want to see the. I would love to see the
Why did I
behind the
play
break
a
room.
wizard in a store that's
I-
surrounded by water? This was a
have, like-
terrible
Sorry.
idea.
I'm sorry.
You have one spellbook on you, right?
Yeah, that one can't die.
Yeah,
which
the
is
waterproof
nice.
one.
Yeah.
I would love to see the breaks where Matt Mercer's characters, players yell at him while they're off break. I would love to see what they talk about. Y'all can yell at me all you want. This is not yelling. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we're playing Dungeons and Dragons. Let's get everybody back on topic. So, Jabo, we're going to kick this off with a Constitution saving throw because we had to refresh ourselves on not sleeping and rules for that. So, we're going to go with Xanathar's optional rules for all campaigns. If you go 24 hours without rest, you make a Constitution saving throw DC 10 to see if you suffer a level of exhaustion. And every 24 hours after that, that's continually without rest, the DC increases by 5. Jabo, carrying Kia throughout the night, bring her to safety, getting her a bit of rest. What do you get?
I'll do that now, Such. I had disappeared for a second and couldn't hear anyone until now.
You right on the line.
Thank God for that +5.
You feel a little sleepy, kind of, because you're a robot. But you're fine.
What is sleepy? What is a dream?
And
Do electronics sleep? Dream.
you're the only one awake right now, Jabo. Everybody else, you come to your party, they're out. They are completely out. You see Joy's pant leg and boot soaked red with blood, dried now. You see.
Yeah.
I want to know
Go ahead.
what boots I was wearing.
Oh, you were wearing the blood water boot.
Do you wear the water boot around?
I had it in my pouch with my books. Like, that's the 2 books in the boot are basically all I have left.
You keep a water boot next to your books?
Yes. My
Okay.
books are wrapped in plastic.
Wait, where did you get plastic
Where'd
from?
you get plastic?
Plastic exists?
The DM gave it to me when we were out in the woods surviving because
What?
he said I rolled really well and I would have had something to wrap them in. And I don't know what else to call it.
That's fine.
Oil rubbed leather.
Waxed.
You've got leather book
waxed
covers.
wraps.
She's got saran wrap. She's just.
Ziploc
I mean,
bags.
Plastic out of oil.
Rubber exists at this time. I don't know if we
we're having
have
a hard
rubber.
refocus. I'm having a hard time. Y'all aren't helping.
So yeah, I set down in Kia in like the nicest little cuddle puddle position I could find her for maybe Joy or one of the other people who looks the most comfortable to be around.
Nox is just like splayed out like Jesus
Yeah.
style.
And then I just go right into sentry mode and like, I hope I got time for rest. And just yeah, if I can make it 6 hours with them asleep, I get a long rest.
Okay. All right. Well, the sun is coming up,
If not, oh well.
and we'll call it about an hour into your rest.
Yeah, I figured.
All of you, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh
I allowed-
shit.
Am I allowed to redo my spells at the end of the long rest?
Your long rest. Let's see how this goes. But yeah, no problem. Do your spells. DC today is 16.
Shouldn't have been 16 yesterday.
Of course.
You all start to come to. You start to wake as the sun's been beating down on you for a little bit. Now I have to actually go to the page now because looking
I just gotta
at this.
keep resisting.
Joy and Hester and Nox. So 3 of you. You wake up to the rhythm. It's just shaking back and forth. You feel it in your bodies. You're going. The morning sun, you're just so awake and perky. You're way too early to be this perky. Jabo, you hear them. You see them waking up, and they are already starting. Joy's reaching for her flute before you fully realize that they're under the spell. Nox is starting to walk back to the party, to the larger gathering of people. Kester has got his coin pouch together, and he's playing with silver coins.
I'm going to cast sleep at 4th level and try to put as many people that I can see. Are we close enough to the party, or are we just?
You're affected by the spell.
You said 16.
You rolled a
You see,
13.
16 was. She rolled a 16.
She
17.
rolled a
17.
She keeps rolling twice. Every time Joy
Why?
rolls, she rolls twice. So she actually
Why
rolled a
does- but it-
13.
But it
Oh,
only
shit.
does that on. It doesn't do that on all of my rolls. I don't know why it does that.
I just take your first one every time it does it.
Can I use my inspiration
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
take the 17?
You can.
Thank you.
You are fine.
I'm gonna cast
Um,
sleep on my party members.
Okay.
You're not gonna be
We're-
able to get me.
We're-
Let her try.
I like that I saved and I'm immune to sleep, so I'm screwed if I
So,
don't save.
Nox, are you immune to sleep as a dwarf?
No, but I have too many hit points for her to roll.
I don't think she
Oh
can
yeah,
get any
that's
of
fair.
us.
No, yeah, I remembered sleep is not a save. All right, so you cast
But-
sleep.
What level did you cast it again, Jamie?
I cast it at 4th level.
Let's see the dice. Go ahead and roll the. roll the
maybe.
sleep
Yeah, let's
dice.
see those
She's
numbers.
got, she's got 11d8 and she starts at the lowest health point though.
It's
Yeah,
me.
she might get one. Yeah, she might get.
She needs 50.
11d8.
It's
Oh,
possible.
that's just about
Yeah,
average.
that's-
She might be able to get you.
Sleep's rough.
Well, that's 1d8.
There's 1-8, so go ahead and roll 10d8 and I'll add 8
How
to
do
it.
I?
Click on the
Click the
dice
little-
on the
I
left hand
have to
corner.
open it up and
Yeah.
do the thing.
That is your second
No,
dice.
just-
That is still.
Click on the dice itself. Don't stretch out. Just click on the dice.
Yep. There. Don't click on the expanded dice menu that comes up. Just click on the actual tooltip dice and open up a whole menu for you to play
Uh-huh.
Or just slash
with.
R
And then
10d8.
And then you can click advanced and actually type the
98
numbers
at
in.
this point. All right, we're gonna do
Hooray.
the last dice. So 50 plus 5 plus.
Oh, she got me.
Sorry, 53 plus 5. Yeah, okay, Kester. You stand up and you begin to move through the rhythm. Joy's very quick. She pulls it out and she throws the spell powder out.
I'm
And
gonna fuck myself here, but how does she get a 17 and a 13 on a d8?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
What's going on with your D8s?
What the fuck?
Those are D20s.
That hurts
huh?
myself, but I don't know how she did that.
Wait a minute. Let me look
I
at this.
literally put in 10d8.
You exploded them.
What does that mean?
It means a whole nother mess of things.
I have no idea what.
Oh, man. Nope.
Can you just?
I will roll for you.
Thank you.
And we will teach.
I'll
We have a
ask-
roll 20
I'll
class one of
ask
these days.
Larry to show me why this is doing this later.
No.
All right. Somebody else roll
Should
for
we
her real
start
quick.
our-
I'm actually not in.
I can roll for her.
Okay.
Oh, okay. You guys got
First
it?
11d8 I see. All right, 63.
So down.
Caster, that's a great roll. Caster falls
Nice.
For
asleep.
Kester.
How lo-
Thanks, Kesta.
This spell lasts for 1 minute. At the end of the minute, Kester, give me another saving throw.
I'm kidding.
Well, at
Let's
least we
pass
know.
this one.
At least we know when someone's asleep that they can't be.
Never.
Okay, so here's the sequence of events.
I refuse not to gamble.
you throw the sleep powder, the sand of the spell out, and you cast sleep. It hits over a wide radius, and Kester stumbles a few steps, falls to the ground, and he's snoozing pretty hard. Kia saved, right?
Yes.
And Nox is the only one who didn't. We're going to say Shelt saved for now. Nox, you begin moving down ahead of the group. You got 2 mugs in your hand. Nobody's sure where the second mug came from, but you're already equipped. As you walk down with your empty mugs, you start drinking from them, and there is alcohol in them. Kester, you wake up after a minute, and you start walking back down to the camp.
Yeah, let's do it again.
I'm gonna look for some animals.
Am I awake?
You are awake. You felt the push on your mind. It woke you up softly. You resisted it, and you noticed what we just described.
Can I try and use Dispel Magic on Kester?
You may certainly try.
Okay.
I'd use
Go ahead
it
and roll
on
me an
Kester.
Arcana
Never
check,
mind.
please.
Arcana.
It's that's how we do it, right? Arcana check is the same
Terrible
dice.
Dispel magic is.
It would use my Charisma because it's my spellcasting
it's-
modifier.
Yeah, spellcasting.
Okay, so just give me
Okay.
Anyone? I can't hear Casey.
Yeah, I can't either.
Oh, he's talking.
You talking? Oh. I fall down.
You're welcome, Kester.
What happened? What'd you do?
I dispelled that.
Oh, that's amazing. Wow.
Also, we now know it's dispellable. Also, hi.
Hey, what's up? Why are you here?
Good news and actually no, just terrible. Bad news, terrible news, worse
Okay.
news. What do you want first?
Oh God.
Should we help Nox before it's too late?
Yes.
Oh shit, that's a good plan. Do you have another one of those?
No, I can just once per day.
Oh, so we can't help him.
No, unless you have.
Oh, if I can't hear you.
They should be able to hear me now. There we go.
Should we like wait?
Well, I said
Yeah,
they said, "Hey, we
it's like
can't
a
hear
6
you,"
second
and I was like,
delay.
"Oh no, it's fine. They can hear me by now." But no, something else happened. So not only did I hit the mute button on my mic, but I unplugged it and replugged it in. And when I do that, I have to reset some settings.
Cedric said you're good now.
Yeah.
Nope, still no.
Cool.
Oh, okay.
Y'all gotta really come to a consensus here.
That's a fault on you, Spoopy. It's on your end.
But thank you. All you missed me saying was Kester came back awake, which is why they could hear me and you couldn't. All right, so please continue your role playing session brought to you by me.
Can you dispel it?
I stop spells from happening. I don't end them once they happened.
Okay,
That's Nox's department.
Well, I should have dispelled Nox. Oh well,
Yep. I appreciate you dispelling me.
I figured wizards know this sort of thing.
By the way,
I
where did you get the
I
dispel?
take the time to learn it eventually. We might have to hear. I got a plan. This might work. I want to cast Hold Person on Nox.
Brilliant.
Okay, Nox, give me another wisdom saving throw. Kia, real quick, where did you get your dispel person? So I'm tracking. Or dispel
My
magic.
dispel magic comes from Drow High Magic.
I want to crit him.
Fucking drow.
Yeah, that was the feat.
Okay, cool. You can be paralyzed for a bit, Nox.
Oh, you said that was one of the feats you took.
Yeah, Drow High Magic. I also get Drow
Holy
Magic.
hell!
Yeah. I mostly took it for the levitate and detect magic at will.
Like you said, detect magic. I didn't question it. I was like, yeah, no problem. I'm sure she's got something.
Dispel.
Dispel magic as a feat for down.
Yep.
Xanathar's best. If you ever have to pick one book, it's always Xanathar's. Nox, you are frozen.
Yeah, I was gonna say first I thought he was frozen, but no, he just moved a little bit.
Shit. Sorry, there's more interesting things happening.
Or you
Nox, as you walk away, you're double pounding the beer and
Giggity.
you freeze, and it just you all watch as Nox goes still and the alcohol splashes all over his face. The interesting thing here is it doesn't stop flowing. And he is being bombarded with the waterfall of alcohol, and you have this sensation, this understanding that he's drowning.
He's boarding himself.
So, he needs to get those out of his head.
Yeah, and then run over to Nox and just take that.
Okay.
All right, so now that we have this minute to think,
So,
should we knock him out and maybe
no, don't tell me to do that. Last time I
kind
did
of
it,
like
I killed a
sleep,
man.
right?
Oh,
Well-
like physically abuse him to the point where he cannot stand.
Yeah, we hurt him enough, but less than what he could do to himself.
So right now, if you hit him, it would hurt really bad. So hit him.
All right.
Last time
I don't think hitting our friends is a good idea.
It's
No.
perfectly fine in this
What did-
situation.
What did you
I
do
make
to
this
him,
save
Kia?
every 6 seconds, guys. I can roll this 10 times right now.
What do
I
you
think
mean,
it's a
what did I-
choose.
What
Please
did
go
I
ahead
do
and
to him?
re-roll 3 more times, Nox.
But I was gonna attack.
You definitely get to
I
attack
can. You don't have to.
after he's re-rolled a few times.
No.
Okay.
That one works.
Aw.
Nox,
Aw.
now give me another wisdom saving throw as you're re-engaged by the magic.
Please,
Oh,
for
okay.
the love of everything.
Before I shoot him.
Yes.
Nox,
All right.
you come
I have
to,
my bow pointed at
and
you.
you feel the magical energy try to push against your mind again, and you shake it off this time.
As soon as I'm released, I'm just like,
Why did you stop me mid-drink?
That's your fault.
Nox, you
what do you
good?
mean it's my fault?
For drinking.
Ugh.
Hi,
You
Nox.
could have waited until I was taking a breath.
Ugh.
I don't like
All right, I think he's back.
So, do you want the bad news, the worst news, or the terrible news?
I mean, I could
That's
probably
all.
yeah,
It's all really, really bad.
yeah.
I hate
That's
the
why
silence.
we're here.
Oh yeah, you gotta hit it more. So Inlow's ships were here.
That's not good. I don't like in-law.
They
Mm.
fired upon us.
No.
Oh,
They
okay.
took the pixie.
They took the pixie.
What's left of the picture?
What's left of the pixie?
What are you talking about?
As in, they stripped the pixie.
It's in pieces.
It's rip pixie.
So boats can be invisible.
Oh
But-
yeah, boats can be invisible. Oh, Jabo thought I hallucinated them.
That's not important.
That's not important, but
Knox is just gonna reach over and grab that beer mug out of Kia's hand and start chugging again.
at least you're
Hey,
sober this
Knox,
time.
Of
Knox,
his
give me the
own
other one.
free will.
It,
Well,
it
yeah, I was
definitely
gonna say, as long
continues
as
to
it's
fill
free.
itself.
Yeah, no, Knox will like still drinking hand.
Yeah,
Kester one.
I want a drink. 'Cause- oh my god. Wait,
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna
oh,
grab
yeah,
the
I'll-
nearest cup.
yeah.
yeah, it is.
That
Thank you,
work?
Kester.
I don't know.
There was no good involving this, but yeah, we're stuck, guys. We are stuck here.
So, I'm thinking, what? We go kill the god now? We have no
That
choice.
would not
I'm
work.
gonna. I think we should go find the clerics.
Yeah, at first, I originally thought that that they were here for Kester. To be honest,
Can I prepare my spells, Casey?
Yes.
Did you
Maybe they
say?
were here.
Did you say fleet?
there were like a dozen
Like-
of them, like a fleet. Yes, it was.
Um,
I mean, yeah.
could
it-
they have
it-
been? Could they?
I don't. They maybe they've been following us. I have no idea. They were invisible.
It's Anthony's gonna be pissed.
I think Anthony would be more concerned about us, our own safety at this point.
No, I mean he's gonna be pissed at Inlo.
Oh God, yeah. Yeah.
Just
And I can't blame him.
Well, we probably have the full day, but we probably shouldn't waste
Yeah,
it.
let's start walking. Yeah,
I'm
okay.
going to be looking for animals along the path. Do I notice any?
Which direction are you walking? And give me a perception check.
I think we're heading towards in farther, right? Is that the consensus, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we gonna go do the thing you guys were gonna do?
Jabo, I have an idea. I can levitate myself a bit, and you could just push me.
Can I take my passive perception?
What's your passive? 17?
17.
You can. So you're walking inward?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna levitate part of the way. Have
I was gonna
Jabo
say,
just
do
push me along.
you really wanna waste your levitate? I don't mind
I mean,
carrying you.
Are you
I'm
are
go-
you sure? I just.
Oh yeah, I'm a tank.
Okay, and I'll just climb back up on.
So you do
I'll
move the
find
same
Steven
speed.
first.
Yeah. So Steven's there. He woke up with the rest of you, and he's just kind of been waking
Sorry
up
about your
slower,
drugs,
sleeping in.
Steven.
Oh hey, I'm sorry, I missed all that. What was that about my drugs? That doesn't sound cool, man.
Yeah, no, it's not because we don't have a ship.
I'm gonna process that later. I
Yeah.
need to eat some breakfast first. There seems to be some breakfast down at the camp, guys. You want to go have some of that?
Food one too.
Steven, we're gonna try to solve this issue. Wouldn't
Hmm.
you be worried about being affected by it every day and eventually dying?
Affected by what, man?
Have you never been affected by this thing forcing everybody to dance and stuff? Not once.
That's I guess I didn't really know, man. I guess I'm just immune, dude.
What
How
have
is
you been
that even
eating?
possible?
What have you been eating?
I don't remember, man. Yeah, like lots
What have you
of
been
things.
smoking?
Kester, glad you asked. Same answer.
I mean, yeah, I probably should have seen that coming.
I mean, yes. I've been told yes is a really funny answer. Someone asks you something like, how much of this you been doing? You just say, yes.
Have you seen?
I'm sorry,
where
one
the-
second. Let me just... And he takes out a pipe and he starts lighting it up. You were saying,
Where? What's that?
it's a pipe?
Yeah, but what are you putting in it?
In the pipe.
Veggies.
Straight answer, please. What is the veggies?
Let me pull up my 101 list of drugs.
Yeah, we're hoping to find the cure to this. Everybody just stay on this drug.
Somebody roll me a D100, please.
The first one you say?
Yeah, first one I see.
I got this.
I like that. Knox beat you to it
He's fast.
with a 38.
Just mouse over the dice button. It's so easy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's
On
not technical.
38, he looks up to you and he says, hey, this one's bright eye. Yeah, it's it's gonna hit a little hard. It's gonna make my muscles feel numb. it's gonna leave some bluish marks on my veins, but it's pretty good stuff. I don't recommend it if for casual.
Damn it.
Well, one of us might try it when the time comes and take some scientific tests.
And he lights it, and a small purplish smoke begins to come out of the pipe, and you see his veins become a little more apparent as slowly, first from his face, and they fade again. And every puff he takes, you see kind of the effect trickle down. It looks like he is smoking a straight poison.
Dwarves.
Hey, actually know it. No.
Yeah, no one ever remembers Steven's a dwarf. It's just we built this image of him.
I was the only one who remembered he was a dwarf.
It was significant. It was a significant story moment that everybody had to remind me of.
Can we get Steven a full suit of armor, and whenever he takes drugs, he's like, "You can't take this, you filthy casual."
But yeah, he's just smoking from. He pulls it out of a little stash. He seems to have a little organized pouch, kind of like anybody ever seen an IFAC, military medical pouch? You open it up, it's kind of organized into sections with 8 zippers, and yeah, he's got one of those for his drugs. Yeah, elastics holding everything in place. All mostly, yeah, organized in his own fashion.
So who wants to be the guinea pig as we progress? Maybe smokes it before we go to bed, or just before the sun rises or something.
Oh,
I volunteer.
No.
Hmm.
None of you are okay with poison.
I mean, I really recommend like we start slow with like a progression, guys. You don't want this. Like you don't want this. Maybe we find something in the woods, like a good mushroom, a leaf.
We need specifically what you've been taking that prevents you from being by all this to minimum.
Maybe he's just really wise.
Hey. Let me think. What have I been taking?
See your face.
Thank you for noticing.
He opens up
We
his
have ways
pouch
of testing this.
and he looks at it and he goes, "Oh, hey, like how many days are we talking? We've been here for like a week, right?
We've been here for 2 days. Oh, 2.
All right. Let's see if I'm." And he starts running his thumb over his finger. He's counting, and you can see like gears turning in his head. He goes, "Oh, I've been on the mind altering stuff for like 3 days."
Is that what you're smoking right now?
No, I wanted a muscle one today. I always feel a little stiff from all the partying. No, you can't have this. This isn't for casuals, man.
Mind altering. Where's my notebook?
Well, looks like I'm going to be taking my chances on magic.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Magic's cool. Did you see that she put Castor to sleep? She just waves her hand and motherfucker just falls out and starts sleeping. It only lasted a minute, though. That can't be a lot of sleep for somebody. Where are we going?
We're going this way. And I start walking towards the direction, away from the direction I came. I assume we're heading towards the other way that the group probably continued going.
Somebody who looked at the map, give me a survival check.
Yeah, I didn't do that, so.
I'm going to.
I memorized the map.
God damn it! I was going to give you guidance and help.
Sorry.
Stop rolling before we can say stuff.
I mean, you were already saying it. I'm sure Casey doesn't mind if you're already in the midst of saying it.
Guidance is this fun thing. But since you do it so often and try to interject it, I'll give it to you this time. Well, guidance isn't a bad.
That's not
is
an
a
advantage.
I wasn't
As good as that is, roll a d4. So essentially, as you're having this conversation, Joy is leading you into the woods. She's got this plot in her mind that leads you deeper inland. And you go inland, and she's got me an earlier check where she was looking at birds. Did you give me that perception?
Yeah, it was 17.
Was it? Where is that?
That's where you're paying most attention.
It's my my passive.
Oh, that's right. Your passive perception.
Passive 16 for me.
I got to look at that clip. I haven't yet, but apparently my giant snoring is good.
Oh no, he keeps putting it up anytime someone mentions snoring or sleeping or stuff like that.
Let me just go ahead and
So-
click it.
I mean,
It probably was my third best giant snore, and you know it's not the best. You know, give me. Oh wait, that's not the. 1 second. That's
I
not
think it was
my.
pretty good. It's like the.
I gotta practice it. I love my giant voice. We're working on it. We're getting better at it, and the deputies had a chance to really experience it.
Our giants didn't last long enough to talk to us.
That's fair, but they got a few more giants than you did. First two noises,
we got
very
tougher
apparent.
Nice.
Sound kind of.
Did we? I don't remember what we got.
We got frost giants. They had hill giants. You
That's
guys
fair.
had hill giants.
All right,
Words.
I'll
But
work on
that's
my
all right,
giant snore.
because I mean, Jabo got hasted when we fought those. So
True.
Okay, so
Overload the robots.
you begin to work your way into the forest. You're working. It's a gentle forest. This isn't a sandalous forest. It's widely spaced trees, a lightly covered mossy forest ground. And Joy's looking for wildlife. She's looking for animals. And there is a lack of animal sounds, a lack of beasts in the forest. You're not hearing birds chirping. You're not stumbling upon varieties of insects and critters, squirrels, rabbits. It seems relatively quiet. It takes you a while, first hour, before you can fully say, you know, maybe you're making too much noise, maybe this is unusual. It takes some time to really, really take in the scenery before you realize this is unusual. At the same time, you realize you've been focusing so much on the animals, you're not sure where you're at.
Hey guys, my normal way of tracking things is to follow the birds, and that isn't any, so I'm getting real lost.
Oak, is that how we've been going?
Yeah, like there's no birds, there's no animals, and I don't know which way to go.
Does anyone have a map?
I mean, I can draw you a map, maybe.
Do you know the land?
Hey, art
I mean,
class.
I can show you what I saw when we were looking with those guys in that room that wanted to kill the god.
So
Oh.
you know the what's the word I'm looking for here? Landmarks, right?
Yeah, of course.
So if you were up high enough, you would know where to go.
Esther.
I suppose so. Yeah.
It's a different kind of high, and I'll cast fly on her.
Yeet.
Kester runs his hands, says a short incantation. Joy, you feel the gravity suddenly pull away from you. You become really light. You now fly.
I was gonna say maybe you should give her some warning first, Kester, but oh well.
Okay,
I can
it's
fly.
magic's
I can fly.
magic's best when there's no warning.
Oh, man.
That sounds a little creepy.
Want some of what she's got. That's a new kind of high.
Felt a little creepy.
What do I see from up here?
Well, what are you doing?
I am looking around.
Well, so you're flying up.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I assume that
You
just
gotta-
went
Okay, so
Well, you get to control your flying. He doesn't control you.
you got to tell me where you go.
one straight up.
Okay.
I
How
like
far?
that Kester gives her levitate and he gets to control where she goes.
And now loopy loops.
How far up are you going? And give me a perception check, please.
Up above the tree line so that I can see where we are.
So at this height, it's hard to tell. Just above the tree line, you feel like you need to go higher.
I will keep going till I see what I need to see.
All right, and fly is like an hour, right?
It says an hour.
Okay. You start flying. You go up, and you go up. and-
Kester, you can still cast that spell that makes her not die when she falls, right?
I mean, once she gets in range, I can. Assuming she doesn't like fly that way far enough, we should be fine.
If all else fails, I can levitate her down.
if she's in range. That's the thing.
60 feet, I believe.
We
It's fine. We'll figure it. We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Exactly.
She's like a mile away.
She'll be back.
Zoom.
we
You
hope.
fly up, and you get higher, and you get higher. You start to feel the temperature shift, and the wind pick up, and the air pressure, and the lack of oxygen. You get a good view of the island, and you get high enough that you can see the ocean behind you.
Oh.
And you think on the horizon on the other side of the island, you think you can see it. Taking a good hard look at De Minimus Island, because I'm not zoomed in. And really, I put too many buildings on this island. You're not in this tiny little bit of woods, right? This is like one village, one village, one village. It's art. It's not a map. This is not to scale. So
Oh, I thought it was a giant tree fort.
you fly up and you look around, and you are, the best I can describe it is patches of villages, large forest, interspersed with fields and meadows. But in the center, in the dead center of the island, in a direction that you were traveling adjacent to, not directly to, you see a larger city. And it's hard to make out details, but this is the large of all the patches of cities you see. The port you came from is the only thing that compares to the size of this city in the center. You think that might be your destination?
I will fly back down and, hey guys, it's that way. There's a really big city over this way. That's I think probably where we'll find the clerics.
How long did it take her to fly up that high?
Not long.
Okay.
Altitude up is really, really short distance compared to altitude horizontally. But I will tell you this. You have seen and you have recalculated your distance. You've kind of pinpointed. That doesn't make it easy. You can always go back in the air and fly again and pinpoint again, but you will still need survival checks. Coming from somebody who watches students get lost walking 1 mile in one direction, this looks to be a multi-day journey.
Because they have a short leg, huh?
They probably don't have heroic levels in Ranger.
The thing is, I've run into those students while I'm driving off campus. Not run into.
Yes.
That's why they don't let you drive.
It all makes sense now.
What's interesting is, yeah, you said ranger, but actually the druid is slightly better at survival than the ranger.
The druid should be. I hope so.
So I missed what you said
Oh, I was just saying you're slightly better at survival than I. By 1 point.
by one point.
Although-
Yeah, if I could roll to save
Although
life.
technically, rogue would be better than all of us.
They're really wise. Or are you just
No,
saying 'cause
but
of
they can get
proficiency?
expertise.
Yeah.
Scout rogue is better ranger.
So I assume she came back down and we did it again?
Yes.
Survival?
Advantage guidance.
Who is helping her? Who is helping her? Guide.
I'll help her.
Okay.
Look.
Someone, and then you can make a survival check with guidance, and you kind of replot yourself. And I want to take one quick moment to be off topic, super off topic.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, it's very weird.
Whoa.
It's
Like
not
a
weird at all.
dragon off topic?
no.
Am I
Go ahead.
am I rolling or is the ranger?
You're rolling at
You're
advantage, and
rolling.
you're adding a d4. Playing an idle game, and as a reward for an action, it said PM the developer, PM the owner, PM me, and I'll do something weird. That's the message I got in game. So I PM'd the guy, and I said, I've been enjoying your game, and I pasted the message. And I got a reply back just now that said, oh boy, here goes, and then a random string of characters. And he said, I rolled my face on my keyboard. It hurt. It was beautiful.
You're gonna save that as a permanent comment now, right?
I'm going to have to take a
For your
screenshot.
rubber.
That was really good. That's very creative. All right. So with your checks, you rolled a 22. Give me a d4 as well, please.
Nice, 25 total.
You keep a good headway. You kept in mind the sun's angle and keeping the angles of the moss growth and the shade of the trees and the movement of the sun. You start finding your way through the woods, and you feel at home. Probably for the first time in a while. You feel surrounded by nature. The lack of birds and the lack of animals is weird. And it's weird only for the first 3 hours. At the end of the third hour, the fourth hour of your total travel, we have points into the abyss.
Oh no.
Well timed.
Brilliant.
It got a
Savage animals.
little weirder. Thank you, Orctopus, for the 10,000 points into the abyss. Thanks for hanging out. Here's what your points have done. They were about to walk into a bunch of animals partying. The idea of animals and how they party is what we were going to get into. This forest itself, tropical forest, a large enough of a continent though to have deers, badgers. What's else tropical, Knox? Help me out, buddy.
You want tropical?
I want
Birds.
like kangaroos. Yeah, this is the minimum Australia.
Horse.
Do you want to make the minimum Australia? We got wombats, we got
Oh,
kangaroos,
Australia,
we got possums, regular possums, not opossums. They're different. You got
Dingoes.
platypi. You got say again.
Dingoes.
And
You got dingoes. You got Tasmanian tigers. You got your
And a group of poisonous
Tasmanian
fucking
devils.
animals.
you
And
got
all right, we're there. We're
you
good.
got your spiders and your snakes.
We're good.
You got your saltwater crocodiles. Then you got your.
So
I mean,
Is
now
that
I'm
Miss
gonna
Platypus
be
or
stuck in
Miss
Australian
Platypus?
all right. We got enough animals. Those animals, marsupials. There's a koala, right? You walk into a clearing. There is a stump in the center. There is lined up bowls, large stump, very large stump. Think, Northern California giant trees. And in the center are bowls. These bowls, thank you so much. These bowls are filled with a liquid, and animals are moving around in this clearing, and they're drinking from these bowls. They're moving over to berry trees, luscious, bright red berry trees. There seems to be troughs set off to the side with food. Mating dens, piles of animals. You're not sure if the species matters. You're not looking too close at the pile. Whatever it is, the Minimo's effect is also happening on the island. It's happening to the animals on the island, is what I mean to say. They seem drunk. They seem intoxicated. They seem to be prancing and poking and limping. Large gashes in the side where it looks like maybe an antler has, or a claw is gashed or poked. But they
This
seem
isn't
nonplussed.
Fascinating.
As you move closer, there is a large pile of snakes. A snake king, almost. It is so entangled and wrapped together. The hissing and the throbbing of a mound of snakes stops you from entering the clearing forward. As you look ahead, the whole clearing is littered with spiders, webs, snakes, beetles.
urge to burn.
I'm
Very thick. It's
I'm
very
gonna
thick.
look. I'm gonna look around for some hallucinogens.
Give me a survival check.
I assume that if there's animals here partying, there's gotta be hallucinogens.
You're right. They're not getting drunk off the stuff we drink.
You did say survival, or did you say nature?
Survival. Oh, there it is. Okay. As you look around, the berries that are growing are multicolored. They're not simple berries. They are unique, and they are hallucinogenic and intoxicants. Mind-altering berries.
And the animals are eating them?
They're eating them. They're drinking whatever's on this large stump.
I'm gonna gather some of the berries, and I'm gonna cast Goodberry too, but I want a pocket full of poison and a pocket full of good berries.
Actually, I'll grab a set of those for Silt,
Okay, so each of
because
you
I know he'll probably want those.
moving into this, you are moving through occupied territory of insects and snakes, spiders. You know that before you move into it. Would you like to continue?
Can we go around?
Everything is inside.
Everything is inside the clearing.
You essentially, all the animals for several hours walk have congregated here. All the insects, all the snakes, all the marsupials, the bears, the kangaroos, they're all here. They're not bothering each other.
Are they actually segregated by their species, or are like spiders dancing with snakes?
No, they're everywhere.
Nox is going to take the long way around.
I'm gonna
There's
cast...
just no getting to the berries without moving through the
I'm
middle
gonna
of this.
cast Speak
Dude.
with Animals
Okay.
and see if I can get them to move out of the way.
You gain the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate. What do you say?
Um,
Because you immediately hear volumes. You hear so much, you can't parse it. What do you say?
I'm just gonna yell, "Get out of the way!"
Give me a persuasion check at disadvantage. Okay. You cast Speak with Animals, the cacophony of sounds and volumes, and it sounds very much like the bonfires, the parties at the shores of Demenimo. It's people partying, screaming, hollering, yelling, being very excited. They're loving everything that's going on, but the animal population, the insects, the bugs, they're very condensed. This is a lot of living creatures, a lot of voices in one place, and you're not hearing they're not increasing their volume unnaturally, right? You're still hearing in varying levels of volume, but you're hearing it, and you can't make out anything they're saying, and you say, as loudly, persuasively, calmly, gently, shouting.
I would try to be measured and
Assertive.
authoritative,
Okay.
and would probably start nudging with my foot at, like, I would do what I do with my cat when I want it to get off the couch. I would slowly start nudging, and then I'd say, "Get," and push.
Okay. You start to make your way through, one step at a time. You all watch as Joy moves into this mound of creatures. At first, you're just pushing through the smaller insects, and you're moving small marsupials out of the way. You are several measured feet in, and you get to a pile of writhing snakes that are tangled into a knot. You have to shimmy around, and you get to the first bush, a rainbow-colored set of berries in front of you. The pile that's moved out of the way gently reconvenes and closes in behind you.
I will pick some of the berries, and then am I anywhere near the stump at this point? Can I examine the liquid?
You have another 100 feet at least to get to. It's in the center of this
Ugh.
meadow.
I don't want to go that deep.
It's even fiercer here. You're starting to move past larger creatures. There's several bears, and here there's we say something about aquarian tropical penguins.
Trevor, why are you only?
You know,
showing
I'll
don't know,
keep
'cause
going
I
towards this. I
wanna-
want to get to the stump. I will keep
Okay.
up with this and
Give
see
me
how I can.
another persuasion check at disadvantage. You're attempting to move through. Oh, wow. Okay, really well done so far. As you push deeper in, you're trying to create a presence of not a threat.
Mm-hmm.
But you're awkward. Your movements are unusual. They're not as natural and flowing as everything else that's going on. You move past a large elk. You pass it as it stomps its hoofs momentarily, and then charges past you, colliding with another elk as they begin to thrash in the middle of their horns, crashing. You move gently past a couple of koalas, under a pair of kangaroos. Your steps are slow. You're not lifting your feet up. You're having to step, like low tide, right? You're not lifting your feet out of the water.
Mm-hmm.
But the water is snakes and bugs and insects. You're having to gently push through them rather than up and down, because stepping on them might cause you more harm than good as you take your time. And all of you, this takes her 5 minutes. What do you do while she's slowly inching her way into this?
I'm gonna detect magic because that's the one thing we haven't done yet.
Okay.
Knox is going to back up from the pile of snakes. Like, he's just gonna take a couple steps back away from everything.
Yeah. Okay. Anybody else before I describe your...
I'm gonna prepare an action with my bow just in case I need to shoot something.
Okay, so preparing to knock in your arrow, preparing to shoot something.
Anything that tries to come at Joy with a full-on attack.
Okay. Kester?
Feel like
We'll
the
see how it
pink-
plays out. I have a couple ideas, but I want to see what the party's doing first.
Okay.
Let's not use spells when we don't have to.
So, Kia, you take a moment, you cast Detect Magic. And first time you've done it on the island, right?
Mm-hmm.
There is a light glow that fills everywhere, all the air, all the sky, the atmosphere, as if a powerful source in the center of the island is bubbling out, affecting everything. You see that first, that enchantment. And you see it's affecting the animals. You see light glows coming from the bush. Not the berries, but the bush, creating the source that's growing the berries. You see the bowls actually emanate a transmutation. They seem interwoven with the actual log itself, forming this naturally unnatural shape. And inside, in the actual bowls themselves, the liquid itself is emanating a light enchantment. Conjuration on the bowls, enchantment on the water. Yeah.
So there's magic in that water and on the bowls. And well, everywhere, but that's fascinating right there.
Joy, as you get closer, you're about 30 feet now, and you are up to 1/3 up your shin in insect. In front of you, a kangaroo squares up.
Oh no.
It begins to hop back and forth and eye you. Whatever his all of you had your passions you succumb to. Whatever his is, it seems to be fighting things. And you've caught his eye.
He likes to box.
Likes to box.
Break down Reddit.
What do you do? He starts squaring up.
I turn into a kangaroo. I'll turn into a kangaroo. Let's have a fucking kangaroo fight.
Okay. I wonder if we have a D&D stat block for a kangaroo. I just put kangaroos into the game, and I don't know if they exist. Cool. I like this page. I'm going to give you a quick link. I'm going to put it in the stream chat. That's what we're going to use for this kangaroo fight.
I have a feeling it's the one I found.
Probably. Medium beast, armor class 15, 26 hit points. You morph in. You're copying this form. This is the first kangaroo you've seen. And you copy its form almost entirely as your armor melds in, your weapons meld into this.
Casey, is that
tall...
the challenge 1 thing you're talking about?
Yeah.
She can't change into that.
Can I not turn in? Is that too big?
No, it's challenge 1, which you can't turn into. You can only turn into 1/2.
What makes it a challenge 1?
That's just reading challenge rating
Stats.
1. But you know what? This is fun. Let's go with this time. Real cool.
She's a slightly smaller one.
You cannot turn into this kangaroo outside of this environment ever again. But for now,
She has to gain 2 levels.
she has to
Yeah,
get
I was gonna say it's now canon as a possible thing to be though.
It is canon as a possible thing to be.
Yep.
Yes, unless you're Moon Druid, which she's not. All right, so you can leap from a standing position, a distance of 30 feet, 6 feet high, which is the distance this kangaroo is from you. You can boxing. Kangaroo makes a successful grappling attack against its opponent. Can, as a bonus action, make an additional kick attack. So as you begin to get into this form, you feel the urge to, put the other kangaroo in a headlock and start kicking. You are a bipedal marsupial. You raise children's called joeys in a pouch. So
Does she have a Joey in her pouch?
no. But give me an initiative roll, please. It's going to be a +3, so a 20 for me. All right, this kangaroo goes first, and he does exactly that using a movement. He's going to leap your direction from a standing point, takes a few hops, and soars through the air, bringing up his arms, attempting to grapple you. It's going to be an athletics check from him and a athletics or acrobatics check from you. I recommend athletics from you. You get a +4. He gets a 10 to grapple you. Are you grappled?
Yes, unless somebody who prepared an action to shoot at something shoots at something.
That's up to
Doesn't
J-Bo.
look threatened. No,
A
not yet.
ranger.
Okay. All right. This
not yet.
he
It
gets
doesn't-
you in a grapple, and he makes a kick attack. A +5 to hit you. Your armor class is 15. He gets a natural 1, and his feet go wide as he's frantically trying to bring his foot up to get you. It's your turn. And
Jamie
you now
does
have
have
a
a crit.
critical hit from cranky old Cuber.
Yeah, no, this looks like a fair fight. This isn't something I'd shoot.
I will kick. I will
Okay.
kick.
So give me an attack. It's a D20 +5. Actually, you get a critical hit automatically. So you actually hit. You get your foot right in. I'm going to need you to roll 4d8 +2. Yeah, this kick is gnarly.
Oh, that almost one-shotted it.
All right. 25 points of damage as you bring your foot right into its throat. And you feel esophagus collapse as you leap back using his grapple to give you the angle, and you shove your foot, surprising force, springiness into the kangaroo throat. He flies backwards. He tumbles away a few feet on. In his turn, he hops away. Do you take an attack of opportunity?
No,
Okay.
but I will use these legs while I have them and try to get closer to the thing I'm going towards before I turn back into my person.
Okay.
I don't know. You could stay a kangaroo, fill your pouch with the berries.
Oh
and
my
come back.
god!
It's like Animorphs. Just stay in this form for an hour, and then you just get to be this form forever. Yeah. Okay. So you're gonna move where? What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to get to the stump in the center
Okay.
because I want to see the whatever
It
it
takes
is
you a
that's in it.
moment. It's awkward at first, moving as a kangaroo, but then you realize that your movements, while awkward, are not provoking responses as much as you as a person were. And you hop through the center, and you're stepping on things, but they're letting you move by as you hop across to the center, and you get to the stump. There are 5 bowls in the center, each of them filled with a dark blue liquid.
Oh, so it's okay. Can I put one in the pouch and go back?
You go to grab the bowl, and it is a part of the tree. Well done, Cranky.
Interesting. I'm gonna turn back into me and attempt to identify the liquid just with my survival
Give me a
because I don't have any special skills
give
for
me a
that.
nature check.
Nature. God.
It's difficult to tell. It's a with the coloration, and it seems to be odorless. It's got a not entirely odorless. It's got a light sweet scent, but natural. It's hard to tell the difference between this and water other than that.
Okay. I'm assuming now that I'm a person, I notice my friends are not following me through this meadow.
Oh, yeah, your friends are definitely on the outside of the meadow, probably like waving. I picture nondescript waving.
How long is it going to take for them to go around this?
Minutes.
Okay. I am going to turn back into a kangaroo and head towards the other side of the meadow,
You
hoping
find
that my
yourself
friends
unable
figure
to
it out.
resume the form of a kangaroo.
Expect.
Damn it. Okay, I will turn into anything else.
You have to tell me what that is. I can't tell you what that is.
Hold on, I'm pulling up my extras right now.
Try a cat.
A cat would work. Cat's a cat.
I'm going to turn into a horse because they have a lot of movement.
What's the CR?
CR is...
Could be 1/2 for a riding horse.
Yeah, riding horse 1/2.
You turn yourself into a horse, and you start walking to the other side of the meadow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm already halfway through.
What do you do as you watch her just continue to the other side? The rest of you.
Well, J-Bo, I could just ride Joy now.
That's fair enough. Let me get you over there.
I'm walking around.
Yep, I'll walk around.
Walking around's a good idea.
Okay. So you take your time. It takes a good 10 minutes to get around. It's a big meadow. You walk the edges, avoiding the snakes. Every time you get a little close, there's a hiss and a pile shuffles. They don't like your presence. You smell unnatural.
I will burn you if I need to.
Nox.
You want to give me an intimidation check?
Don't intimidate animals. They're high.
Not their fault.
Sorry, I was not ready to
Wait a sec.
intimidate animals.
Hey, you look. I'm not talking with your mouth. The snake pile at that moment pulls back a bit, but you start to see fangs. Would you like to push your luck?
No, I'm not walking towards them. I'm just telling them to back off.
You just, what's up, snake? What's up? What's up?
Yeah.
It's me, ya boy.
What's up? What's up? My buddies hold me back. What's up?
No, it is.
Oh my god.
You get closer. Burn.
It's funny, like, I think I could beat a snake in a fight, but it would suck a lot. A lot.
Nox brings down the wrath of the heavens. This is not. This is like I have a shotgun pointed at the snake.
Yeah, D&D doesn't, like, I would, you get bit by a snake. It's like, all right, is that poison going to kill me in the next 10 hours, or am I fine? D&D is like, oh, you're poisoned for 1 hour, your attacks have disadvantage. Just wait it out.
Nox also has advantage against poison and resistance against poison damage.
Dwarfs are OP, ladies
What
and
are
gentlemen.
you, a warforge?
I'm a dwarf.
We were the first Warforged. Built for destruction.
You make your way around the meadow, and you end up meeting up with Joy on the other side. She is a horse. This horse, does it have a description? You want to be a white horse with a brilliant mane, a dirty old mare? What are we talking? Does it matter? I don't know if you have a description in mind.
Dirty old mare sounds like something that you would call a hooker.
It sounds like something you might call a hooker. I'm very politeful.
You're more
to
classy.
my hookers. Yeah. Politeful. All right.
Politeful.
Always leave a tip.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're playing D&D. Lots of jokes there. I went through them all in my head. I stepped away from them. I'm a mature adult.
I picked the cleanest one I had.
You did, and that was thank you for that. You're on the other side of the meadow, and between you and what looks to be another day and a half of travel. You continue on? Okay.
Yes,
Yes?
Let's go.
I think
right.
so.
This part of the travel, no problem at all. Too easy. You're on track. You had a great survivor roll. You're pretty sure you're still en route. And at the end of the day, the sun goes down. The woods very quiet, unusually quiet. You know why now. All the animals within many miles are in a meadow somewhere trying to recover from writhing and drinking and eating. Go ahead and give me anybody who cares to, give me a survival check.
Yeah, I care.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I don't really care.
I'm bad at surviving.
I
We know
love the song we're creating in chat, but we'll leave it in chat. All right. Joy. Here's what you notice. You notice birds' nests. You notice animal hovels. What's the word for like a small animal?
A burrow?
Burrow.
And
Thank
a
you.
burrow.
Burrows, dens. You notice them as you walk. You've seen them all day. And as you set camp, the bit of information you put together from your survival check is these hovels, these dens, these burrows, they're not long abandoned. They are recently abandoned in the last couple of weeks to a month. You could tell that whatever is affecting them doesn't normally affect them. In the same way that the islanders always have some sense of... I've always had some like, hey, you should relax and enjoy yourself, this vibe that goes out during the day. Since the calamity, whatever's been, the increased effect that the people have felt has just started to affect the animals as well at the same time frame. If that makes sense.
Seems so. I know as a character that the partying with people has been happening longer than it has with the animals.
So let me summarize is the island has always had some kind of vibe of be chill and party. It's not been an oppressive thing. Since the calamity, it seems that it's been an oppressive thing. It's been a demand. You must party. You must enjoy yourself. You must drink. And since then, since the calamity, the animals have been feeling it too. So the dens and the burrows you're seeing, it's a recent effect for them.
I'll relay that to the party.
What would that sound like?
Guys, I think that the animals have only been partying for a couple of weeks because I see their nests and they haven't been abandoned for very long. I'd almost put it together with by calamity. You mean when the tsunamis and stuff?
Yes.
I'd almost put it on around the same timeline as when the tsunamis happened.
Well, I guess we just take note of it and carry on. I don't think we can help them until we help the people.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Help the people, help the animals.
I'm a little worried about going into this city.
Well, the party's going to be a lot worse. We're going to want to go in during the night if we can help it. This is probably going to be super dangerous. Maybe it'll be safe, actually, because this is where all the clerics got pulled to.
Exactly.
Maybe. Well, we need to talk to the clerics either way.
I guess we're going to have to go in one way or another.
Yup. I'm not ready for it, but they have no other choice.
It's okay. If we get into a fight, I have an idea that might help you.
What's the idea?
Like I said, magic is fun when it's a surprise.
It's true. Except for this magic. I'm not fond of this magic at all.
It was a surprise, though.
It was. Not the fun surprise. It's a I almost died surprise. It's the opposite of a surprise.
Onward, then?
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
let's get
The
this
sun
over
is starting to
with.
set.
Oh, no. We should make camp.
We should.
Yeah.
Wait. Partying happens at night, and we're going to try and avoid the
No, partying happens in the morning. As soon as the sun comes up, we survived this day because we used our intelligence.
You're right. I'm just getting confused.
Yeah, we did. I'm smart.
Yes, you are, Stephen.
Yeah, you might be the savior, so we'll just try some of your mind-numbing stuff.
Oh, you want the mind numbing stuff?
I mean, one of us should try it, not me.
Oh man! All right. You sure? Because I got
You have
some.
milk?
Yeah,
No, but I did pick up some killer shrooms on the way here.
Are they
I will...
killer as in good or killer as in it will kill you?
Wait, is
Yes.
purple or red the bad mushroom?
I have no idea. I'm not a nature person. Ask Joy.
red sounds worse.
It does sound worse, like
They
spicy.
both sound. They both
I thought,
sound pretty
isn't the
bad.
purple one the one that's in that thing that Kia took?
Yes, purple's bad. That's right. Do not eat the purple.
All right. I'll
They're
do the
both bad.
purple. You can have the red.
Aren't they
Like,
both bad?
Both bad, yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna show Steven the berries and be like, "Have you seen these before?"
They
Let
might
Steven
sound
roll a fucking check.
Wow, yeah.
You should give him advantage because drugs.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
what. You know what? Fine. Well, welcome
See,
to.
now
welcome
we're
to,
DMing the
you're
DM.
DMing the DM. That's
Yeah.
fine. Steven looks at the berries and goes, "Oh man, you know berries make it real good like additive. Sometimes you just kind of lace your shit with the berries. I could try something. I got something real light. Maybe we'll try the berries on top, or you could just eat them. But you know sometimes digestive systems don't like it. I prefer kind of the smoking the berry lace stuff. But you know I'm up for trying things. I got my kit here. You tell me. I got purple shrooms, red shrooms, and your berries. What do you want? I don't recommend you do both, if anything. I'm down for purple shrooms, though.
Don't do those. They'll kill you.
I mean, they might kill casuals.
No, they kill. They just flat out kill.
I'm just gonna wake up early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get some early sleep. Wake up
I-
early.
I don't know if I want to take the berries without
Well,
knowing
yeah,
what they are.
I think someone wakes up early and takes it before the sun rises. Not me. I'm the most different biologically than all of you, so I'd rather not just be like, "Oh, it worked on me," or it didn't, and have a false negative.
That's fair.
So that's fair, but then another thing, we don't know what this drug does.
And we don't know
And
if
we
it's gonna
don't-
work.
We don't know. Well, one, so we don't know it's going to work. We don't know what it does.
We can trust
It
Steven.
could fuck with ones who could use magic's ability to cast.
Okay.
That could be a possibility. So I
What-
prefer. I would feel better if none of us that cast magic were on it.
I don't think that the berries themselves will keep us from getting affected because the animals were affected and they were eating them. So
Not
maybe
gonna
the
build
drugs
them.
don't actually do anything. Like maybe Steven's just real good at avoiding bad situations.
I don't know, but I say Joey probably. I think you'd be the best suited for it.
What, for taking the drugs?
hmm
I mean, you're right. I might have the second highest tolerance here.
Yeah. I mean, and dwarves would just kind of naturally like this. You know, maybe Nox too. You enjoy a Nox because just one each.
I'm just gonna lie down and take my chances.
All right, chances. Why
Nox is gonna
does this
start
matter
a fire
again?
and lie
I'm
down.
just. Why are we
We're
so
hoping-
interested in my
because-
drugs?
Well, okay, so here's the thing.
Yeah, it's a
Every
thing.
night when the sun goes down, we have to potty.
Yeah, I like that.
When the
We
sun-
have to
But
party.
When the
it
sun comes up.
doesn't. No, I mean, we have to.
Yeah,
We physically can't not do it.
yeah.
Oh my God, he's never gonna understand.
Joy, just take rest
We
now.
We are being magically forced to do it.
Listen, Joy. I feel like you're trying real hard here. I'll make it simple. Red, purple, and berries, Joy. I gotta prepare these things.
Berries.
You buy berries for Joy. J-Po, what can I put you down for, man?
I'm good. Are you sure you want berries, Joy, not the red stuff?
I don't know. What do you think?
Not the berries. Anything but the berries.
Okay,
like you
anything
thought.
anything but the berries.
You don't think it'll help protect you, so
I don't think any of them are gonna help protect us, but I guess red mushrooms.
Red mushrooms for
Red
Joy.
mushrooms.
J-Po wants the red mushrooms.
no,
Nox.
no, I'm fine.
Oh, all right, man. No worries. No
Thank you.
pressure. I'm not trying to pressure. Only bullies pressure people. Say no to bullies, man. Nox, what you
He's
got,
already
man?
snoring.
He's already gone to sleep.
Yeah, he's already snoring.
Hey, Nox. I really got. Hey, and he starts kicking you gently with his toe. Hey, Nox. Hey,
I
Nox,
don't
man.
want what we're selling.
All right, man. No to bullies. Hey, Kia, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
Yeah, you look at you. Your arm looks so much better than it
I
used
know,
to.
right?
What did you do to it?
I got the orange blossom, was it?
Frost Willow.
Oh, frost willow. That's right.
Oh.
There's so many drugs.
Have you ever had? I mean, did you bring any back? Did we have any?
I think we
Won't last
used,
very long.
Yeah, I think everything we had we used on my arm.
Oh no. Okay. Red, purple, or berries?
Oh, let me go with berries.
Ooh, all right. We got one red, one berry. Hey, Kester.
Huh?
Hey, bud.
Yeah. what's up?
Have I ever told you? I love that jacket.
Thank you.
That
It
jacket,
is a nice jacket.
right? It's perfect. Like right now, it's tropical. I bet it breathes real well, bro.
He
It
needs
does.
one of those hats.
Can we get him a hat?
One of those
What?
jungle hats.
All right.
What?
You'd look like a little explorer. It'd be lovely.
Look at us in a jungle with the jungle hat and exploring with my best pals. Oh man, did you see that pile of snakes today?
I use prestidigitation to put the hat they're talking about on my head. Because that's a small item within a foot cube. It's fake, but it's there.
Yeah. Steven will stumble back a bit, be like, "Oh man,
Oh,
fucking
it looks
love
better
wizards.
than I thought.
Oh, it's so good. Is that real? Can I wear it?" And he starts reaching for it.
Do you know?
No, it's not real.
Do you know many wizards?
Yeah, I know so many wizards. I know one.
That's more than
right
most.
here.
He's right
Is the one Kester?
I didn't know any wizards before that. I'm the only person I know that knows wizards.
Just remember to keep it quiet outside of this
S-
group.
Yeah,
You'll-
don't
you'll
talk
be-
about
I'm
that.
really starting to question your intelligence. You must be wise if you're not smart.
Hey,
Wait,
Steven.
actually,
You're the only one that you know who knows wizards, huh?
Yeah.
The only one.
The only one in a
Oh.
group of people who travel with the same
Hey,
wizard that you know.
I'm not trying to fuck on y'all. Y'all know wizards. Y'all cool people too. Fuck me, man. You are also fly. I'm fly. You're fly. Can't we just be fly people together? Come on.
So, like, on a serious note, where did you get this spell book? Because I took
Oh.
this from you.
Yeah.
So if you don't know any wizards, where'd you get it from?
See,
I've actually been really wondering this, but have not had the opportunity to ask.
the fun thing about dealing in items that nobody wants to talk about is they don't talk about it, man. Like, guy came in, he wanted what I had, and he had this thing. It took a while. He was like, "Take this book," and I was like, "I'm not a nerd, man. Get that shit out of here." But he showed me that it's just not a normal book. It took some convincing. I had to raise the price a bit because I wasn't sure. But yeah, he wanted what I had, and he had something, and I took it. Do you
didn't
not like the
have a
book?
salt-
I
no, I love the book.
man.
It's a great book.
Okay,
but-
good.
Do you have a salt and pepper beard? Just curiosity.
No, he was a really young kid, like
Young kid.
Young kid. I mean, maybe the guy who had the book was older, but this was just some pipsqueak.
Like a pip. Timmy's gonna die.
But why? Why?
The first time I've mentioned him.
Why the book?
It's not. It's not. Don't worry about
Is
it.
it
He's probably
damaged?
dead
Did
now.
I get ripped off?
No. But yeah, poor Timmy. Goddamn.
Who's Timmy?
Maybe that's why he was so mad. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
I
Don't
feel
worry.
like there's a
No,
whole
I'm worried
story here
now.
that we're all missing, and he's just not sharing it, man.
Please, fill us in, Kester.
I mean,
I don't know much about
Hey,
you.
Knox, it's story time. Come on, wake up. I love stories. You love stories. Dwarfs must love stories, man.
Well, you're a dwarf. Wouldn't you know that?
Yeah, that's why I'm telling Knox, because I love him. He must love them.
That's fair, right?
Nox is just ignoring him and going to sleep.
No, Kester's telling us his backstory.
This isn't. I mean, well,
Hey, let's share
You guys were with
backstories,
me.
man. Let's hear it.
you guys were with me when this happened.
We weren't exactly. We were with you, but we weren't exactly with you.
Okay, well, I went down an alleyway. I was trying to summon. I was actually trying to summon this little guy, and I'll pull Remor out onto my elbow
Whoa!
or my forearm.
What a cutie.
What is it? What animal is it again?
It's a tarantula.
Whoa! I saw one you getting busy earlier. I mean, I assume
Gotta
there was
move
just like a
him away.
pile. Oh, okay. I mean, I don't want. I mean, it's a tarantula. All right, whatever.
Right. Anyway, I went out to try to summon that little guy. That did not work. I got jumped in an alleyway. And I met a very angry man with a salt and peppered beard and a small child he called Timmy, and he yelled at him a lot.
Is this back when you disappeared for a little while?
Yeah, that's what happened, yeah.
Huh.
I mean, there's some little more stuff. There's some lot more boring learning stuff that happened. Is apparently he decided it was not in his best interest to kill me.
That's my favorite kind of interest.
A non-deadly kind, yeah. It's pretty good.
Guys, what's our plan for today?
Sleeping is the night.
Oh yeah, sleeping and then travel. I mean, if we beat this again, I figure that if we can shake the urge to get down and boogie, that we could probably enter the city all right during the day. More people would be awake. At any rate.
Okay.
And don't worry, Joey, I'll wake you up. I'll get you just before the sun comes up. I'm pretty good at not falling asleep.
I appreciate it. So we going for a long rest? I'm
Okay.
gonna make good berries now before we do a long rest.
So
Don't
we
get 'em
have
confused with the other berries.
Oh, the
Nox,
good
you're muted.
berries.
Nox is gonna like whisper to Jabo,
Hey. Yes.
wake me up early too.
All right.
Hold on, where
Thank
is
you.
it?
And then he'll
Okay. Yeah, good
Pocket.
berries only ever one hit point. Pocket 10 good berries.
10. Yeah. And then I'm going to use hold on. I need to make sure I can do that while I'm going to use Hearth of Moonlight and Shadow during this rest.
Okay, that's a new one for me. What's that do?
During a short or long rest, you can touch a point in space, create an invisible 30-foot sphere that grants a +5 bonus to stealth and perception checks while within it, and light from open flames within it can't be seen.
Oh, very cool.
That's
all right.
pretty cool. Yeah.
That's dope.
So as you all prepare camp, Joy takes a moment and she invokes shadowy power of the gloomy court. The moon begins to shine. Its light illuminates a bit, and it's more of an outward shine. You ever been in the street and you can see in somebody's window because the lights are on?
Mm-hmm.
It's a reverse effect of that. Right, so the light shines more outward. You feel a bit of concealment. You feel a bit of illumination, a bit of visibility as you can see out. And Stephen will take a moment as he's preparing each of your morning doses, and he'll look up for a moment and go, "Hey, Joy, that was really cool."
Thanks, Steven.
And is there a guard rotation?
Yeah, we should probably do that.
That's a good
Yeah,
plan.
because I can only use my passive perception. So
I'll take first watch.
I'll take second.
I'll take third.
And Nox is muted.
Does that still get Kester a full rest?
Yeah, it's fine. You all can all take one shift. I'm not worried. We're not nitpicking that. So you all take the night. I need Joy, Kester, and Kia to each give me a perception check for the night. You can do it with a +5.
That's nice.
You
Yeah,
get a +5 on top of that?
+5 on top of that. And
Oh, wow, okay.
you all knock it out of the park. You're really observant.
I only got a 14, Casey. I
Wait.
had a disadvantage.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
But the night's quiet. As you take a moment, each of you, to contemplate why the night might be so quiet and why everything's so still, it's because when the sun comes up, people party, and they go to our central location. There's nobody in these woods. No animals trek this distance. No birds flying overhead. It is just quiet, and you spend the night here. The morning comes, the sun rises, and Jabo wakes
Before
everybody
that,
up.
Yeah, I like a good hour before that.
Okay. Yeah, easily enough. You guys had plenty of time to sleep and rest, and you wake everybody up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, actually, Nox and Joy were the only ones that asked me, so I woke them up.
Okay.
Morning, J-Bob. Morning, Nox.
Morning. Don't forget to do your drugs, and Nox, don't forget to do whatever you're gonna do.
Well, hopefully if this works, no one has to do any drugs.
Oh.
This should
What
be
if we
interesting.
want to?
Go right ahead, but whatever.
Should I wake the rest? Prepare them before the sun rises.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
We won't be able to cast this until right before sunrise.
Yeah, I go finish waking everyone up, except Steven.
Okay.
I imagine he has his own clock.
He does. He doesn't wake up. Like, if you don't wake him up, he's not waking up at this moment. But you wake everybody else up.
Yep.
And you all come to. It's you have about 30 minutes, you think, before the event happens.
I really hope this is gonna work.
Okay. So what is everybody doing?
I'm preparing to cast Beacon of Hope on all of us. Right,
Time to prepare
right when
spells.
the event happens.
What
Beacon
kind of
hope.
spells do you guys want today? Should I focus on damaging or supporting or
Maybe
anything fancy?
Maybe
Anti-god spells.
Is there anything that'll keep our heads clear?
I mean, I can improve some of our armors if we're really needing it. Nothing, no clearness of head. Sorry.
I think I have that.
Yeah,
I think
we'll
I
do
have that words. Deeper
Yeah.
voice.
Deeper voices.
Did dispel magic work?
Yes. It did yesterday when I used it.
All right, I think I'm gonna change some of my spells this morning.
I have a good mix of defensive, aiding, and assault.
And as you're talking, Stephen will wake up. Oh, hey.
Hello.
Are you ready, Steven? Ready for the game to begin?
Oh, yeah. Let me just get my. And he pulls out a handful of mushrooms, and he begins to eat some purple mushrooms. Hey, Joy. This is yours. And he holds his hand open, and there's a powdered red mushroom.
Thanks, Stephen. Is this a full dose?
Oh, yeah. You might want to, like, maybe only half of that now and half of it later. You don't want the whole
that-
trip right away.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah. Hey, Kia. All right. So you're gonna have to like it's you got like a pipe, right?
That was
Oh.
on the ship. It wasn't mine, but we had one on the ship.
All right. I'll lend you mine, but there's some residue on it. Here, give me a second. And he
Do
starts.
you have any? What about paper? We could just roll it.
I mean, I'm really more of an environmentalist. Try not to.
Leaf.
You can find a
Ve-
leaf.
Are you a vegan as well?
I'm gonna look for a leaf.
Give me a survival check.
Oh yay!
You bring him a leaf. It is a leaf. He says, "It's all right. You know what? Fine. Here, just take this." And he takes the berries and he squeezes them. The juice comes out over another handful of other leaf that he has, and he says, "Just eat that. I'm sure it'll get most of the job done."
Yep, I will eat it.
He starts wiping his hands off on his pants.
I don't trust what's in his pipe.
He lights his own pipe up and starts going. So the hour comes. Who consumed their drugs and who consumed their drugs?
Who
Kia and
consumed
Joy?
their drugs?
All right, first off, Kia and Joy, give me a wisdom saving throw, please. You can also choose to voluntarily fail this.
This is the drug one, I assume.
Yep, this is the drug roll.
I will voluntarily fail this.
Okay, Kia.
I rolled.
Okay, you rolled an 18. You resisted the drug. It didn't hit you as hard, so your mind is clear. Joy, you let it happen. You relax. You let it roll over you. The red shroom begins to shift the colors of the forest. The greens become blues. The blues become reds, and everything kind of swirls around. The sunlight is about to hit. Nox, you wanted to do a thing?
Yeah. As essentially the minute before the sun hits us, like cast Beacon of Hope.
Okay. Give me an insight check. And essentially, if it's not high enough, I'm going to have you cast this spell a second time for a second spell slot for your timing.
I'm okay with that.
That's
But
kind of
like-
clever.
Okay, you time it just about perfect, and you get the beacon of hope off. And Joy, you do not have to make a saving throw. Kia, you do have to make a saving throw. Your
Yay.
mind was not being altered presently, so when the mind altering spell hits everyone else, I need everybody else to roll wisdom saving throw at advantage. And Kia, or anybody who had a level of exhaustion, you may take 1 level of exhaustion off.
Thank God for advantage.
Nice.
All right. I see a
Yay!
20. I see a 22. Kia gets a 6. Nox gets a 17. And that's all of you, right? So everyone but Kia resists the effect. And all of you immediately see Kia begin to wiggle. She starts doing a little booty dance. Like, it's do, 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 do,
She's
ah,
very.
do, do.
Just gonna twerk.
Possessed. Nox, do you have anything that fixes it?
I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic on her.
Okay, go ahead and give me the spell check. So I need a d20 plus your spellcasting modifier.
Does it work if I do it that way?
No, you
Um,
need just click on your wisdom. Just click on the words wisdom on your character sheet.
Oh, yeah, that'd work.
The
Essentially,
word
yeah.
wisdom.
Ability
Up on
check.
the in the abilities.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
She starts twerking, in her own words. She gets down low, comes up from the flow,
Go to get
Um,
low.
and you throw the spell magic over, and the magic dissipates. And Kia, you find yourself like hands on ankles, ass in the air, mid twerk.
Down, ass up. That's the way we like to
The bed to the floor, and I wanna, yeah, from the fur.
Kia, why is that the first thing you go to when dancing becomes involved?
Hey guys,
It's a party dance, Nox, and it's not the first thing I go to.
hey guys. So those red mushrooms, they made everything change colors, but I didn't feel the magic this morning.
Is anything different besides color?
Not that I can tell yet, but like all the colors are just shifted. Like the greens are blue and the blues are red. It's really quite pretty.
All
Really
right.
hope we don't have to do any color puzzles.
The berries did nothing, by the way.
Oh, that's all right. Noted. Berries did nothing. Maybe we'll up the doses next time, Kia.
We could try that.
All
She
right.
might not be as much of a lightweight as you thought she was.
Ooh.
Exactly. Yeah, there's also that.
She does like them sailors.
Oh,
Yeah, she
fun.
does. Are we headed in then? Oh, do you have more of those red mushrooms? I'm gonna keep an eye out all day for those mushrooms on our path.
We'll look. We'll look. I'll look. I'll help you look.
That sounds awesome.
You got a keen eye. I bet you could spot all the red mushrooms too. I bet you got like red mushroom radar.
Except that I can't see red right now.
Oh. Well, maybe we just, maybe I'll look out for the red mushrooms. You look out for the other color mushrooms.
She won't be able to see any of the colors.
All my colors are mixed up right now.
Maybe Nox will help me look for the drugs.
I'll keep half an eye out.
By that I mean my passive.
Okay. And you move on then. And you push your way into the woods, through the forests, and give me another survival check.
Guidance.
You may. One of you may
Nice.
roll it at advantage. Okay. So, Juniper Joy Blue Moon, you work your way through the woods, and there's a party you travel through. And these are very kind woods. The trees are far apart. There aren't thorns and vines and things that get into your way. Many of animal trails lead you. You're never having to worry too much about getting astray to the left or to the right. And all 6 of you push through the day. 7 of you, actually, push through the day. I thought I was being clever by including Sheldon and forgot Steven. And you move at a normal. Wait, Kias, can you now move at a normal pace?
Yes,
Wait,
she
yeah,
should.
you
Yeah,
have
it's
one
just-
left, right?
Yep.
Skill check at disadvantage. Is that it?
So you
No, it's
get
just
you're
skill
actually
checks left.
moving much faster.
This is much better.
You move at a much better pace through Demina, Australia.
To Australia.
Even easier.
Australia.
You're right.
Dominamo.
Australia.
Yeah.
Oh,
Australia.
cause trouble just happened.
Oh no.
What the fuck? Sadra, why? We were 5 minutes away from the end. 9 minutes away from the end. We were so close.
Prepare for trouble.
9 minutes of trouble. Cliffhanger afterwards.
I mean, the trouble becomes the cliffhanger at this point, guys.
Yeah.
Ladies and
Make it
gentlemen,
double.
give me a moment. This,
Oh,
I mean,
no,
these are real. We've had like 3 of these. So, Sadra's done 2 of them, by the way. Thank you for always tuning into my stream.
Thank you, Sadra.
All right, so for the weight of this, you pull yourself up to the edge of the city. You find that it is a sunken cliff. If you can imagine that
No.
in the center of the island, where you're walking, there's suddenly a cliff, huge cliffside, and it spans thousands of feet around in a large circle. Waterfalls pouring over. The center, depressed a little bit lower, is this large city. It's vast. The city itself seems quiet on its own. It's not what you immediately notice. We'll get there. As the wall, it's walled, right? So if you can imagine this, how do I describe this? Cliff down, pit to all the way to past sea level, waterfalls flowing, and then another pillar rises up in the middle, a plateau in the middle, and that's the city. This large plateau is the city. It's stone, it's mortar, large pathways, enormous city with a large castle on it. Except right in the middle, right in the 40,000 point middle, instead of simply a temple in your next destination, you see a gargantuan red dragon.
Oh.
Are you fucking shitting
Currently
me?
unloading what seems to be an army of goblins, orcs, and ogres through a series of magical devices and transports into the city, flooding into the city. Around this giant's neck, a large chain, huge steel necklaces, and in the middle, bolted in like the centerpiece of the necklace, you see that box. The dragon stands tall on the edge, the far end of you, looking over the city, almost observing as the armies of orcs and goblins pour in through the city. The armies of not Robad, whose flag you see crossed out, painted on, stamped with the head of a red dragon.
Oh.
You see Robad's flag stamped with a red dragon's face. All of the orcs, the armies, the generals that seem to be unloading onto here. And when we say unloading, I mean there's a dragon and there are flying transports with large doors unfolding in front of you, and armies and swarms of goblins, ogres, and orcs unloading into Domino's capital. And you seem to have stumbled upon the exact moment that they have arrived and started an assault.
Well, I guess somebody beat us to killing a comp.
And ladies and gentlemen,
Not affected.
that's where we're going to leave tonight's episode.
Oh God.
Oh. We can have gasps and comments right now. I'll be quiet. Go.
Comment.
Time to go home, everyone.
Yep. You know, I'd rather dance the rest
Okay.
of my life
Do
away
you
than
still
deal
think?
with
Do
this.
you still think the Minimo's doing this on purpose?
I didn't think he was.
I don't know.
So we've
Uh,
got. So
They're
we've
only
got.
unloading the army now.
We've got Inlo. We've got Inlo. Yeah, but right, but you know strategy, right? Like you send in the thing that weakens the population, and then you force an assault.
You know, last time we saw a dragon, we leveled up. Do we get to level up again?
Level up every time you see a dragon.
I like that plan. That's a good plan.
No,
At
we,
least
Oh boy, there's a
Yes,
lot.
I know.
Oh,
I know how
God.
strategy works, Joy. But the problem is that you're essentially giving a lot of credit to this dragon.
What's important though is
Do we know
Yeah.
the red dragon? Is that that's not the symbol of Inlo, is it?
No,
it's Robat. Symbol of
dra-
Robat.
it is the flag of Robad that has been painted over
The
with the
dragon.
red dragon.
Yeah, the dragon now owns in Robad, is what I'm
the
getting.
dragon is your god now.
So anybody who is mildly familiar with the gods and the religions, you would know that it's like
This is
you
not-
saw the American flag, but painted on it was now the face
dragon.
of
A smiley
dragon.
face.
Right, a big smiley face.
No, a dragon.
A
Mankind's
dragon.
face.
And you all, if you saw the dragon before, this is very clearly the same dragon.
Yo, we all saw the dragon.
chest.
Shelt's probably fainted to the left of us right now.
He blacked out.
quite literally
That's
probably.
what he did last time.
Yeah.
We'll give him his own moment to react, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Now I'm gonna have to do some edits to the plot, and I thank you for that, Sadra. That was well timed. That was the only third. So one time it happened, the Chaos Pixie was created. The second time it happened, this dragon was created, and the third time it happened, the dragon got
It's back to
inserted
ruin
right
our
back into
lives.
your plot. So.
Yay, dragons.
And we are definitely not able to fight this thing.
You don't know
Question
that.
for my sec. How big is this chest?
So
'Cause we're gonna do something stupid probably.
this
Eventually.
chest is it's a medium size. It's like
a
it's
medium-sized
like fits a
chest?
person.
Size of a duffel
Well, I mean, like
bag.
I need I like if we had to give it some dimensions. What is
Duffel bag,
dimensions?
full duffel bag.
Full duffel bag.
So from like your head to your ass,
From my head to my ass.
and about
That
as
is a
wide,
very
and about
that
as,
is a
and about
very
as thick as that
specific.
twerk.
That is a very specific form of measurement, but I will
Well, like-
keep that in mind.
Yeah,
Like
you could
4
probably find
feet,
perfect
Casey.
dimensions for a duffel bag. Yeah, 4 feet's fine. We'll say 4 feet.
4 feet. That's great.
It's a butt head measurement.
It's a butt head. I like to head the butt measurement. From the window to the wall, and I'm gonna. All right, ladies and gentlemen. As usual, guys, we'll talk in a
different
moment after I
songs.
close out the session. But thank you for joining us tonight. This is Tuesday. This was episode 25 of Delving in Deep. We have 3 deputies groups now. We have 2 that are currently scheduled, and we're working on getting the dates for the next one. So quick announcements going down the line. Deputies Group 1 will resume on the 17th of April at 6:30 Pacific, as well as the 20th of April. It's like a Friday, Monday gig for them in about a week and some change. Deputy Group 2 will resume on the 19th of April and then continue forth on the 26th of April. So we're currently doing 2 episodes per deputies. The deputies, mind you, the deputies was created because I could do this. I could do 3 extra games a month, but all of you are so awesome and you're so generous with your subs and your bits that there's no way I can justify only giving you the 1 game a month. So we're doing some more for as long as I can mentally stand it, and I'm a pretty hardy guy. So thanks for that. Is anybody streaming after this?
No, sir.
Fine.
Not that I know of on my end.
Okay. And I know Kester or not Kester, Trevor or Larry, you guys don't stream, so I don't have to wait and
Yeah,
ask.
sorry.
But maybe you should. Maybe you would be
Unfortunately.
superstars.
I have no extra energy.
That's fair. This is a draining session. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm freezing up a bit. There we're good. Thank you so much, players. Hope you had fun, and if you didn't, we'll talk about it.
Thank you, Casey.
Thank you, guys. This is great. I'm glad that I left Washington and could continue to play with you guys.
Same.
Same.
Likewise.
I mean, I'm not glad you left Washington, but I'm glad
Yeah.
that you're still here. to
That's
play.
fair. That's fair. those audience members in the audience who are also members of an audience, thank you for watching. You guys are fantastic. You're the lifeblood of this thing. If you haven't figured it out yet, your piles points, your bits, your donations are the reasons this is so fantastic. And realistically, like we don't exist without you. So thank you so much. I mean, if we had done this for like a month and nobody watched, I don't think we'd necessarily be doing this anymore. So thank you for encouraging us and making this a thing and showing up every Tuesday. Y'all are beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to hit the Bad Daddy button unless anybody has something to say.
Bad daddy.
Bad daddy.
Bad
Yeah.
daddy.
Big
boy.
bad
Yeah,
daddy.
daddy.
Oh no.
Biggest, baddest daddy.
Baddest daddy around.
It keeps kicking me in the deck. Why? Why does it keep kicking me in the deck?
Bad Daddy. Not your son. Bad Daddy. Real boy.